Hello, this is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
It is another... Oh, God, I'm messing everything up. It's another Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom.
I'll get it all organized here in a second.
Andrea Dennis is here. How you doing, Andrea?
Yeah, I'm great.
Crystal Van is here.
Yeah,
How
let me
you
get
doing,
her.
Crystal?
Let me get her camp there. Oh, wrong. It's wrong. I blame Tony Rage on that one.
No.
Tony Monjet.
Doing a little wife cast today because we're both on family vacation.
Next week.
Yeah.
The
So,
last summer hurrah. Can you believe the summer's over?
Boy, can you zoom out of that?
Yeah, I will. Everybody that sits on fourth mic has a specialty that they need. Tony Rage needs a high back chair because he's an old man. And he won't sit on the couch anymore, so he has to sit where Samantha used to sit. So I have to move all the cameras.
Why does he requests?
or he's handicapped
Well,
now.
that's
what he told us.
Skateboarding every day.
I will also say that you two are also requesting something, so I will fix your camera.
I did not request it.
I am requesting.
I will fix yours, so give me
Zoom
a
in.
second. I'll have to exit the conversation in order to get the Zoom away. But hey, welcome to the show, everybody, and we are glad to have you here.
So I debated all morning whether to tell the story because I was.
You're jumping right in.
Do you know about it?
No.
Daniel doesn't even know. I didn't.
It's.
I wasn't even gonna
I'm
talk
really
about
surprised, to be honest.
it because
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
Yeah, me either. I'm
know.
nervous.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean,
Super
you did come in super
embarrassed.
quiet today. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
You came
yeah.
in really quiet,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
I'm gonna make the embarrassment worse. You came in really quiet, and you seemed upset, and I knew you were upset because you went and you took the quietest of doo-doos, where he sneaks out of the bathroom and then he goes in there, and then you can just hear the latch on the door just go. And that's how you know he's in there. And then
He was holding the handle.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Shut the door quietly.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Let go of the handle.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
but he hasn't said much today, and you have seemed very sad today.
Yeah.
And you're not a sad man. You're not a
Yeah.
complainer, but he has seemed extremely sad.
I'm so
Wait until-
intrigued.
Yeah.
I am intrigued too.
Because Chris is laughing,
I don't like it when Chris.
but he's pensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are kind of frozen.
I feel like we should have talked about this first, so I could.
Yeah,
know,
dude, you're going rogue.
Yeah,
You're going straight rogue.
Wait,
So I could know the limits.
No.
What are the limits? What are the
Oh,
limits?
limits!
The last time you put limits on something, you told me to edit it out. I edited it out. Now I've forgotten what it is.
Right, and everybody
Oh,
wants
we
to
know.
know.
Yeah.
And I've lied
He
to
and I
people.
remember what it is.
I've
We don't
lied to
remember.
people, and I've said I know what it is.
We
when
don't say we
yeah.
don't know, but we know.
I don't. Daniel and I don't.
I don't know.
All right. Also, I do think about the fact that I don't want my sons to hear this one day, which
Okay.
they probably never will unless I die early, and then they'll go back and listen to this to
Okay.
There's-
learn about who
What's
I am.
too much? To
Yeah, what
filter through.
show number is this?
Yeah.
They're not going to get all the way to show number, whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
maybe
they'll
you're right,
check
yeah,
out.
yeah,
They'll
yeah.
check out, for sure.
Unless I start in the middle.
Listen, they already
No.
don't like how much you talk to them. So
There we go. There she is. Look
But
how
no,
pretty.
if I live a long life, they'll never listen to. But if I die early, they'll go back and be like, "Who was this man?" Anyway.
But you say that they think you're a hero, so I'm not sure I understand because I have no game
Well,
in this
I wanna
fight.
die a hero.
Like in my household, there's none of this. Like the dynamics are different, right? And of course they would be. You know, different genders and different people and different personalities. But I don't ever think any of that. And I think Maisie just thinks I think she just thinks I live there, and I don't care about it. It's fine. It's fine. I'm glad I'm not saddled with that. You seem very burdened with this. You're carrying this hero thing.
Well-
It's almost like a complex.
he does. It is a little bit.
Yeah, it's a lot to carry, dude. That's a lot. And they
Well,
love
hold
you.
on.
They think you're a hero. I see the way they look at you.
Can I say something sad?
Oh,
No,
no.
never mind.
Go ahead,
No.
go ahead. Go ahead
Is
and
this the
say
sad
it
show?
then.
Is this the sad show?
You want me to?
Yeah, I don't
All
know what
right.
you're gonna say.
Well, it's pretty sad.
Oh my
Well,
God!
what-
Is it the saddest thing ever said on the show?
Well, like, TC doesn't remember that much about his father.
Right.
Oh, I
right.
say that. Yeah.
Right.
Do you? Okay, I didn't know you
Right.
said that already.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think maybe some of it is like he wants to make sure they remember him.
No, I think that's not
Or
sad.
In case
That's
they
not. No,
don't.
I don't think that's
Analyzing
sad.
it.
I don't think that's sad though. I
Isn't
think
that
that's
what
good.
you don't you overanalyze everything?
Oh, I overanalyze
everything
everything.
anybody says, you go, hold on.
Yeah, and guess
That
what?
doesn't seem
And
right.
Maisie, guess what Maisie got? Guess what Maisie got?
I
Full doses of anxiety. She got the anxiety. It's
Did
crazy.
she?
It's
Yeah.
and
You've
it's crazy.
mentioned that.
Yeah, it's going. It's now. It's like over the moon.
Oh.
So I'm having to focus it into. I'm like, well, you better do your stretches and do your warm ups, or you're not going to be good. And then,
Oh, my
and then it gets that anxiety going, and then she goes
Okay.
and does her stuff.
I got to hear it because he is still very down. I think
Yeah.
you need to get this off
He's
your
been
shoulders.
reading a prepared statement. I swear to God, are you
Right.
exiting the race? What are you doing?
So I pooped my pants today.
Is that what I smelled?
No,
Holy
no, no,
dude, it was
not
the worst
here.
when it came down the
No.
hallway, and we were sitting in there, and I have vowed to not
Well,
say anything else.
something's obviously wrong with my
Yes,
stomach
yeah,
or something. I don't know.
I vowed to not make fun of his doo-doos anymore. But I was sitting in there, and we were like hashing it. We don't have a lot for today. We're
Yeah.
overworked and we're
I
tired.
wasn't expecting
And,
that.
and I could smell it. It
No.
smelled like a
No.
Do you
fucking
still have the
bomb went
panties
off.
on? I mean, the underwear on?
No.
No.
Oh.
This
I was in bed at
You shit in the
7
bed?
a.m.
No.
You did the
No,
you
no.
did the
No.
Johnny Depp.
It was
He-
during
he-
my run.
Yeah.
Oh.
He had a runner crap. First
Well,
one.
that happens a lot.
Not
because
to-
of the downforce, you're getting a loose anus.
Okay, but listen, this guy.
That's true. The more you jog,
No.
dude, look it up. Your knees and your anus are the two things that go.
No,
well,
come
it's
on.
three. It's collective three.
He's drinking coffee in the morning and a humongous J-Rob smoothie.
Oh, my God.
Boy, never bothered me
We
before.
do a big Rob. We do a big Rob.
Before you run 6 miles?
No, I do it after my bike. I go up and I bike for half an
Right,
hour.
then you
then
do
I
the
come down
protein
and then I get my
after.
Rob. Because when I get up, I got to go glass of water, take my Rob. We call them Robs or Papa Bees. We took a big dump. Then I take a glass of water. I take my fiber and then I take my medicines because I'm an old man.
Yeah, after.
And I get on my bike
After,
and
you
I
need the
ride.
protein
This is what I think. I think
after.
I'm riding my medicines into my bloodstream, right? I got my Celebrex in there. I got my fiber. I'm riding the bike. And then I do my intervals. I do hard. And then when I get done, I reward myself with a Rob.
Yeah,
and then
you
when
replenish.
and then before you get here, I sneak in there and I take a shit. But I always light a match. You got to light a match.
Because even that's a lot of like liquid just going.
Yeah.
Listen.
Sloshing in your anus.
I'm in bed at 7 a.m. I get the phone rings, and every day that he leaves for run, I always say, "Please be careful," because I'm like afraid he's
Right,
gonna get hit by
You
a
had to
right.
call her from the side of the road.
He said, "I need you to
That's
come
real
pick
bad.
me up," and I said, "Oh my God, what happened?"
You shouldn't be talking.
I thought he got hit by a car, a broken ankle.
Yeah,
And
I-
he said, "I shit my pants," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll come right away. No shame."
If I get hit by a car, I'd walk home. it was a shit.
Did it go down your leg in your shorts?
The chat room.
Oh,
the
God.
chat room says
Oh,
we
my
should
God.
just give the trophy to you and end the bit.
Well, that's another reason why I'm talking about it because we
Okay.
didn't do Shark Week this year.
No.
So I figured I owe the BDM something.
We did say we were canceling that bit.
So I was on my run. Everything was normal. And by the way, I drink my smoothie and drink a coffee every
As you
day
run.
before I run.
I feel like if
do
you
it.
told any other runner that you drink coffee
On an
and
empty
a
stomach.
huge smoothie on an empty stomach and
Yeah.
then go running in the heat, they
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
say, "Of course you shit your pants."
That's how
Why
you should.
did
That's
you-
how.
Well, I'm
It was-
different.
yeah.
Step one.
Yeah,
drink your
you're
coffee
so
on
my
an empty
stomach
stomach.
is usually
He
strong.
knows
Yeah,
better.
he's so-
he
yeah,
knows
he
better.
knows.
Yeah, you also
Yeah,
say
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have allergies, but you sit at your desk and you sneeze 40 times. He'll sneeze 40 fucking times. There's snot everywhere. You walk in there, it smells like aluminum foil, and I go, dude. And he's like, I don't have allergies. No such thing.
So everything started out fine, perfect, like it does every morning. I start off my run. I run through the apartment
What do you
complex.
put in your coffee? Black? What, you just do
no,
it black?
no. There's some sugar-free vanilla.
So you put
that's
another
wrecking
French
your-
vanilla
Dude,
sugar-free.
that lights the diarrhea on fire.
And then
You
more.
might as well have had a cigarette on top of that.
Oh,
I mean, geez.
don't threaten me with a good
Coffee and a
time.
cigarette.
Coffee and a cigarette. I contend coffee and a cigarette. I had the most beautiful shits. Long, beautiful, big,
Well,
mega
it may have been
brown
the Bubbaloo's last night that you got.
That's what I smelled. That's what I smelled. Killer sauce.
Yeah, I
I
did
can
have
smell
to.
it. There's a sauce at Bubbaloo's called Killer Sauce. It
Well, I
smells
had
the
the
same
killer.
coming out. Yeah, dude. You must have been hurting in there.
You know you are getting older and things change. So
He doesn't
Oh,
think
that's
that.
another
He
thing I'm
thinks
mad
he's getting
about.
better.
Well, okay.
He doesn't.
Don't yell
not,
at Andrea.
He's
So-
no. You can
yeah,
yell
yeah.
at her.
Well,
You're
Your
wild.
eyes are really red.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he gets
yeah.
high every
Allergies.
morning.
No.
'Cause he says it helps his diarrhea. He's like, I gotta get high to stop shitting.
Oh no.
So I'm running down the Kewanee Trail,
Are
you
they
know, and I'm in a
tears?
good mood.
You got your shirt off?
Yeah. That's
You're like
another
Drew
problem.
Garabo now. He shits with his shirt off.
Well, that's another problem. I just have tiny runner's dukes and shoes on. That's my only clothes.
How tiny?
I mean, real
Oh, do they
tiny.
have the underwear inside them?
Yes, I do.
Ooh.
Oh, I like those.
Okay.
With a cell phone pouch.
Yeah.
They,
Okay.
You
Shit
pooped
all
on
over
your-
his
yeah.
cell phone.
Oh my god! And it got in the case.
The
So-
earbuds.
Yeah. Oh, it got
so-
behind the case. It got behind the case.
So
What kind of
I
case is that?
I'm on the trail.
What's the
and
one at Target? What is that one called?
Heyday.
Heyday. You got a Heyday Target on that? And you shit it all up? Your Heyday?
I even saw Sebastian from Danger Man this morning.
Oh
Fist
my
bumped
God.
him. He
Yeah,
was
yeah.
walking his dog. I see him
Danger
often.
Brain meets Danger Butt.
Often on the trail, and then so
Is he running too?
no, he's walking his dog,
Okay.
and then so a lot of dog walkers. I noticed in the morning.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah, saw some bunnies.
I love the bunny counts.
Yeah, we count bunnies. Yeah.
And then so I'm running. I'm like 4 miles in. Everything's still fine. I have nothing wrong. And then as I'm running down kind of a busy road, all of a sudden it hits me real bad.
I got IBS and I've never shit my pants.
yeah.
Is
But
it bubble guts? Is that what you
Yeah,
say when it hits you? It starts, like gurgling.
it just started like contractions started coming,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I was like, "Well, I gotta hold this back." It's happened before. I told the story.
How many centimeters were you dilated?
The contractions are the worst.
But this time,
I have them.
Did you have goosebumps?
I had them on the way
Ooh.
back from Dustin's. I get it from barbecue too. It's the fat.
goosebumps.
Yeah.
And then I got to put my legs straight out like a little doll, like
Yeah.
a doll with no knees.
Yeah.
Because you're squeezing your cheeks.
Yeah, I'm kind of tightening up.
So you stopped running at this point, or are you walking?
No, because I thought I could run through it because I was just
Oh,
like,
you could run through it.
Yeah.
I've seen people on. We used to watch those videos of marathon runners. And they just kind of.
no, I didn't let it go. I was just like, hold it. I could run through it. It'll go away. But then it started coming worse and worse.
It gets to a point where you have to hold something or bend over.
yeah.
I don't know. What is that thing?
So-
Why do you have to bend over?
I don't know. Did you ever think about going in somebody's yard, like, or in the woods?
I'm gonna give you a new one that I use.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a new one that I use because I got IBS. I do it at Publix all the time.
Oh.
Sometimes I'll walk in there and be like, oh God, and I gotta grab onto a cart and lean over it.
Yeah.
And then I walk it out. Walk it out.
So, okay.
Walk it out.
I thought I could walk it out. And so
you
I,
needed to lean over, dude. You weren't leaning.
So I started looking for the woods, but
Like a tree.
I'm dead in the middle of the neighborhood.
Yeah, you're dead
and there's
Kewanee.
and there's no woods
You need
anywhere.
a mailbox.
Yeah. It's I'm kind of near Jimmy's old house.
Oh, you should have just gone to his old house.
There's don't they have a Civil War reenactment field there you could have shat in?
And so it got to the point where it was so bad, I was like, well, I got to walk it out. And then as I was walking, I was like, uh-oh, I have to freeze.
Uh-oh, freeze! Uh-oh, freeze! Now freeze!
So I was like, I have to freeze.
Two hops.
And so then I froze, and then I'm like, oh, I have to
Crisscross.
I just freeze and plank it out, and then I tightened all the muscles in my body,
Yeah.
and then I was like, let me just step into this person's yard. No.
You did the logorrhea. You logorrhea?
And then I was like,
Hey, logorrhea.
I was like, now I'm gonna pretend to tie my shoe.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is what that guy did at the Blink-182 concert when he was pissing in the cup.
I didn't know any of this yet.
And then so I kneeled down in this person's front yard.
Never kneel down. Full kneel?
And then
Did you T-bone?
That allowed your sphincter to open up.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
should
yeah.
have
It was
squatted.
well, it was already
you
open,
opened-
Andrew.
You opened your anus.
And it was already. I could feel that it was no stopping it.
So you shit in
So,
somebody's
so I
yard?
need. I
Oh
took.
my God,
I took.
you're the safest Dansby.
He never took his pants down though.
Well, he's too
Did you
embarrassed.
pull the undies to the
I
side?
would have pulled him down
just-
and not shit in him. You shit right in him.
I just
you
took.
filled it up like a diaper?
I just took a knee like Tim Tebow in someone's front yard. And then it just started coming out.
Lumps. Big lumps.
And then
Did you fill your pants?
No, it was coming out of
Coming in your leg hole?
I pooped into the.
Dude, DC, man.
It came out like a big.
You pooped a pile.
What if that person has a ring camera?
If I go back, if I go back,
So I sat there for a second, and I was like,
is
oh
it
my
possible
God.
to go back and take a photo of the doo-doo? Is it there?
Well,
I'm sure they have a ring camera.
I decided to move over about two yards because I was trying to get away from it.
Because it stinks like Bubbaloo's killer sauce. Barbecue smells the worst coming out.
And then I started full on panicking because I was like, oh my God,
Hyperventilating.
I got it on my legs and it's all over the back of my legs.
Did you get it in your hokas?
And then no, I kept it out of my
Nice.
shoe, but that was because I was still sitting. And then I was like, I'm just gonna pretend
But
to
now
stretch
you're straight
here.
up.
But cars are flying, it's morning traffic. People are going to work.
Hey, stop shitting your pants!
Well, didn't you see the guy in Daytona, Daniel, that had shit all in his
Yeah,
ankles?
I told you about the guy that shit up his ankles.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he was owning it and walking.
Yeah, at least you kneeled. He didn't kneel. He just shat right into his ankles.
And so then,
TC, man.
so then I sat on the sidewalk, like in the corner. I pretended
Oh,
to
so you
have.
sat then in it?
No,
You
no, I was kneeling.
Don't say no. You're sitting in your own
And then
poo.
I was
He
like,
was pretending to
I was
stretch.
pretending to stretch so people wouldn't. Then I was afraid someone was gonna stop and be like, "Are you all right, old man?"
Hey, why are you stretching in your own shit?
And-
Well, it's like the time Daniel flew off the bike and then barfed. And, and the lady stopped
And
and
the
was
lady
like,
stopped, but I laid there because I
Yeah.
wanted her to think I was dead because I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
See, he won't do stuff like that.
And
I'll
she-
just lay there and act like I'm dead. And then Andrew's like,
Yeah.
"Get up! This old lady thinks you're dead." And I'm
I
like,
was
"I
like,
want
it's
her
fine,
to."
it's fine, it's fine.
then
Because I'm crazy. I don't care.
then I called Crystal and I was mad the whole time. And I like, come pick me up. I told her to
Well, why
cross
are you mad
street.
at her?
No, I wasn't
She
mad at
didn't do
her. I was
anything.
mad at myself. I was mad at
Did
the
you bring
situation.
a towel for him to sit on?
No,
Or
I-
plastic
Oh,
bag?
my
No, I drove the truck.
Oh,
Okay?
so did he have to sit in the back of
Yeah,
the
I
truck?
sit in the
Wait,
back.
oh,
Like
no!
a
Wait,
kennel
wait.
dog. Like a fucking kennel dog. Like an old hunting dog. Like my grandpa's hunting dog. Oh,
When
he
I
shit
pulled
up. The hunting dog shit himself up, put him in the back of the truck.
When I pulled up, he opened the passenger door, and I said, and I thumbed him to go to the back, and then he opened the back seat
got
door.
thumbed.
And I'm like, no, way back,
you got
buddy.
thumbed.
Go back there.
So did you lay down in the bed so nobody would see
No,
you?
no, I sat on the back like I was.
But he held an American flag up.
like I was.
You gotta hold a giant American flag.
And then a cop was following us for a second.
Yeah, did
I
you
got
have a
so
story?
scared. I was
Some
like,
lady picked up that mentally ill guy who was stretching in his own shit.
I never see cops in our neighborhood, and like this cop just all of a sudden was there, and I'm like, he's on the wrong, he's on the tailgate side of the truck, not the glass side. So I'm like, is he gonna pull us over? And now we
Yeah.
got to talk about how he's got shitty.
That would have been the greatest thing.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That would have been the
oh
greatest
my
story
God,
ever
please.
on the show.
Oh, sorry.
So then we had to get home, and then I got out of the back of the truck, and I had to go to the backyard and spray myself off
You
like
can't
a
tell
dog.
your son says. I'm serious. You can tell your son says.
And I had to spray my butt cheeks in the back of the yard like a goddamn dog. And then
We have to do that to Andrew sometimes. 'cause you
Right,
get
did
that-
it make you want to
yeah.
poop more? Because sometimes
no,
Yeah.
I was so
Probably
angry.
felt good that you got it
Oh,
out.
God.
Crystal was
Well, you
laughing.
finished the job here at the studio and you almost killed me. So,
Yeah,
the job wasn't done because as soon as he got here, he took a quiet one.
And then
It was a quiet place,
and then
the monster got me.
and then I just sat in the backyard quiet for a little while. And
You
then
had
I
to,
sat,
like-
Yeah.
And then I look at myself in the mirror for a while.
What song is playing?
And I was like, now I'm going to be nervous that
My
this is
God,
going to
no.
happen every run.
No.
And I have to change
don't
my
do that.
routine.
You
What if it
vans and your
happens-
phobias about puking and shit. You can't do that.
Well,
You're
because-
fine.
Did you just
You're
throw away
fine.
the shorts, or do you?
No,
do
no,
you
no.
wash
Those
them
are
out?
expensive running shoes.
That's what I would have done. She would have
No,
thrown
I
them away.
sprayed them out. They're
She
fine.
wants me to throw my underwear away that I poop in. I'm like, no way, dude. Just wash that out. That's why we got a washer.
So are you going to change your ways now?
What do you mean? He's
no
he's
coffee
healthy.
and no
Well,
smoothie.
I get so hungry. I can't. I've
Just
tried to run
put
with no.
put a banana in your pocket or something. Uncrustables.
That's the name of the show. Put a banana in your pocket.
Bring in Uncrustables in one of those zippers.
Right, you
No,
need
I-
something small, like
You can't be filling up on all this chemical.
But it never bothered me before.
Well-
so it's just I think it was
You're
an
an
anomaly.
older
and
guy.
And
What'd you have for dinner? Let's analyze that.
Remember.
Maybe
yeah,
that
it was the
it.
Babalu.
Yeah, maybe it was
the
the
killer
barbecue.
sauce.
How much? What'd you have? A sandwich?
Yeah,
What'd you have?
the
Beans? You
pulled
probably
pork
put
with the
beans.
beans
Yeah,
and the
you can't put the beans in there.
Yeah.
You get see, you're getting older now. You got to pick and choose. I have to pick and choose. Like we went to Dustin's and I did what I shouldn't do. I did
God.
sliced pork, beans, and fries. I can't do fries.
You
I have
did
a
beans and
gallbladder.
fries. You had
Can't do beans and fries.
pork,
You got to
beans,
pick
and
one.
fries.
You got to pick one. You can't do both.
So
You're not a young man anymore.
no, well,
young man's game.
okay, well,
I imagined Pop in that SunTrust bathroom.
No, I didn't tell.
we've
I
never told that story.
Oops.
No, but I mean, we
Sorry.
can now.
No.
Die with a sword, but I'll
His
never
ghost
tell
will
it.
haunt you forever.
Cut that out. Cut
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
out. What minute is this?
I
No.
will cut that out.
that
I don't
out.
want to
No,
be
it's
haunted
fine.
by Merle.
I don't
That's
either. I
fine.
thought
Yeah.
you talked about it. I'm
No,
sorry.
I never
Oh
did.
gosh.
No.
Unless he
it's
tells
fine.
me really good jokes, so then maybe I would want to be haunted by him.
And then last night, Crystal's mom's AC broke, and then we had to take our window unit from our garage over to Crystal's sister's bedroom so that we could, because they had no AC.
Yeah.
And they needed to sleep. And she just got home from like a crazy long trip because she was affected by the outage or whatever.
CrowdStrike
You know,
outage.
Yeah, she's
She
a
got
flight
stuck.
attendant.
She got lost in the system. She flew
Yeah.
all over the place, and they didn't know where she was.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Like she was in a different state, and then it had in the system that she was in New York.
Oh,
And then she was
gosh.
like, well, I'm not in New York,
Yeah.
I'm in Tampa. And then so it's like
Yeah.
we're flying around trying to get home. Anyway, so, and then the AC broke. So Crystal's like, can you take the garage window unit over to my mom's house? And then Crystal said she reminded me not to,
I said, look at the coils.
Ah.
They cannot sustain any damage. Be
Are those
careful.
the ones that you write your name in when you're a young boy?
Yes. You're
Right.
not
God damn!
supposed to
Why
do
is
that
that so satisfying though? That aluminum, when you take your finger, and
Why
you,
is it just foil back there? Make it stronger.
You're right,
Right?
but I got to argue for writing the F word in it with your finger. It feels awesome. I wrote fuck on all of those at Presbyterian Day School,
God.
DeLand Middle School, any school I went to. If I saw that, I'd write a curse word in the aluminum. It just feels so satisfying.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, something happens and then Crystal got mad at me because, and I think this is a thing, and maybe it's like one of these self-fulfilling prophecies where
Self-fulfilling prostitute.
Crystal is mad that I don't listen to her, but I don't listen to her because she's telling me things all the time. And then that causes me to turn my ears off. See, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's actually
This is very complicated.
It's actually not my fault.
You
it's
think it
her
wouldn't
fault.
happen
Okay, yeah.
if she hadn't have told you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing with the driving directions. Like
I do a
if-
variation of that when I do nothing. I look at her and I go, "You should have told me." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's up to you. You want something done, you got to tell me to do it.
Yeah. So
I'm not a robot.
she may have told me to watch the coils, and then,
Don't say May. Excuse me. You're just like totally discounting
Oh my God.
but because
character here.
she's always telling me what to do,
Yeah.
then I
She's
just
pretty smart.
my ears turn off when she's telling me what to do because I'm like I know.
Yeah.
Because most of the time.
So you're like a child.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
then you do the opposite, and then that makes me mad that you didn't listen to me, and so
Yeah.
now I know. Okay, I got to tell him more.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because you knew that as soon as you said it the first time, you turned it off. So if you'd said it a second time, maybe it'd have gotten through.
So did you carry this under your arm on the one wheel?
No, he put it in a wagon, coils
You and
down.
your wagons. Coils down.
Coils down, and he shook the wagon all the way to my mom's house. Da, 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 da. He
Yeah, that-
frickin'
Did you
bent them
one
all.
wheel it?
And then there's a handprint.
A
Anyway,
handprint.
so when I
because then you picked it up at the bottom, you dug your fingers into it.
So then when I put it up, and Crystal was like, what the hell's wrong with the coils? And I'm like, oh.
What had happened, bro?
And I smushed all the coils
So
in
did it
the
not?
handprint.
Does it not work now?
Yeah.
It works, but
Yeah.
it's just like diminishes the life of it.
Yeah,
'cause,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the air can't flow.
Hold on.
Can you replace
What-
that?
How much does it diminish it?
Yeah.
Not to play
I
your
mean,
role,
yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Daniel,
some sort of
I thought
percentage.
you and I were.
but yeah, but the more I hang out with him, you know, like we are.
So-
but I mean,
So
I like this
you
guy.
can't change the little
You
tin
know.
foil?
You know
No,
what? There's-
you just replace it at that
You know,
point.
you're kind of dismissing it by just tinfoiling.
Well, if it's that easy to like be
Well, once they're bent,
Shit.
you cannot bend them back. They
no,
don't- they're
it's only
smushed.
one satisfying F word you write in there.
Yeah, there's no way
No.
to ever get
Yeah.
the yeah.
It's like
they
balling up tinfoil.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
literally
yeah.
once you've made a ball, it's ruined.
You
Right.
can't make it flat
No.
and perfect again.
I've
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
because I'm like, this is so satisfying. I want to write more curse words in it, and you can't. It's a one and done.
wow.
Yeah. So I kind of ruined it. Yeah. So anyway, it had been a tough 12 hours.
Yeah,
The past
okay.
12 hours.
Yeah.
You know.
All right.
That's it. That's
Well,
it. Really, that's how
Yeah,
it goes.
Okay, there you go.
I'm worn out.
That's a barn burner of a
You
first
jumped.
segment.
You didn't even do like
you went
any
right into
ads or anything. You're like,
No.
I got to tell these people how I shit my pants.
No time for ads.
Jeez.
It's really been bothering him,
Yeah.
and he really did when he said earlier he stared at himself in the mirror for a while. I got back into the bed after I picked him up at 7:15, and I was just laying there like kind of laughing to myself.
Oh my god.
And then I realized he was just standing in the bathroom quietly. And I said, "What are you doing in there? Are you just like staring into the mirror?" And he was leaning over the counter just staring at himself in the mirror like a crazy person.
Well,
What's going through your head? Like,
Yeah,
I
what
cannot
are you-
believe this
so you're
happened.
looking
I'm
or-
just
Yeah.
mad that the
Do
whole
you talk
situation.
to yourself?
He's probably saying bad things about himself.
Yeah, I'm like, why?
You stupid motherfucker.
Yeah, because when the listeners talk about shitting their pants, I'm like, oh, I can't believe you did that.
But they always call it and say, I'm just like you. Right? What is the number one thing our callers call it? They say they're either one of us, right? I'm either a Tom or I'm a Dan. I think that's why we're still doing this.
Let's take this as a lesson in humility.
Is it the first time
Okay.
you've ever shit your pants other than like being a kid?
Well, in that
When you
scenario,
used to drink hardcore.
Yeah.
You,
No, he's a
No,
PPer.
No, you were a PPer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
Wait,
it's
Daniel
always
and
been
I
that.
reminisced about all the PP incidents the other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Because I just piss my pants all the time now. Like, it's not even a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes if my penis is working, I'll be fine. I'll have a good day. Sometimes I'll pinch it off and finish peeing, and then I'll pull up my pants and I'll walk to here, and I'll feel it go. Just a whole, like a
load.
solid 6 inches of piss.
didn't Tom pee in your luggage one time?
Yeah.
Suitcase.
Yeah.
Suitcase?
Couple
there's been a
suitcases.
couple of
I
those
mean, there's
in
been a-
James'
there's
house
been a
and
number of-
Yeah, a
there's
lot of PP.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yes, that's right.
But that's cool because you're blacked out.
yeah, it is cool. It is cool.
You're partying. So
Yeah, like
what can you
exercising
do?
and shitting your pants is not cool. Partying and pissing your luggage is cool. It is. That's true.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
like.
I bet if you posted in
like
like
Molly
a
Crew does this.
Yeah, Molly Craig, like I pissed in Boomy Ogantulu's sunroof. Remember that story? That was cool. People were like, "Oh my god, an African exchange student? You pissed in her sunroof?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. I also ride on the back of air conditioners." They think it's cool.
I bet if you posted in any group that's like a runners group, they've all done
Well,
it.
that's the thing. Runners shit their pants all the time. I feel like. All
Yeah,
the time.
they
Well,
talk
that makes
about
me
it all
look
the
down
time.
on runners though a little bit.
because-
You know?
so,
Yeah,
like,
they
when
always
we-
talk about it. But I was like, I'm different than these
I,
people.
you know, I feel like scuba
I'm
divers
like-
should shit their pants the most, not runners. Runners are in good shape.
While you're shaking it around.
Yeah,
And
scuba
you-
divers are big fat turds. They should shit their pants.
Yeah. But your body's like, why are you doing this to me?
You are
Killing
shaking
me.
your own anus open. Because think about that. Do this.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Just everybody do this. Just do this.
No, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
do
When
that.
you're doing this,
Yeah, you're bouncing it
you're
open.
bouncing the
Well,
Well, that's
liquid
why they
and
have
the
people
holes
who are
on the
having a
bottom.
baby. When you bounce when you're trying to
Yeah.
have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
baby.
That's
Yeah.
why when you guys laugh, when we make jokes, you piss your pants because
Yeah.
A, we're really funny, and B, it's looser down there.
Yeah,
the pelvic floor.
Oh my god, I can't stop clearing my throat. I have pushed out 2 8-pounders.
Yeah.
Never shit my pants.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I really loosened
wait,
up
you
all
just you
these-
wait.
Now I am
You shit your pants
I
on
do
Mount
very
Soper.
little in life other than this show,
Oh.
and I have shit my pants a lot. So that should make you feel good.
Yeah, but in someone's front yard.
I've thrown up in a listener's front yard.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
thrown up in a
That's
listener's
right.
Oh
front
yeah.
yard.
Now every time you drive by that house, are you gonna run by? Do
oh
you
my
have
God.
to change your
I-
course
It's
now?
Gag
I'm
Man
there-
and Crap Man.
Yeah.
Never again.
Oh, I could never run there again. That's
Yeah.
another thing.
Or
That's-
you can run-
That was
maybe-
my favorite route.
What if you made it when you get to that area, you have to sprint through it for punishment?
Oh, like an
Fastest.
interval. That's your interval.
Yeah, it's your interval.
No,
Like
no.
when you anywhere you
But
shit
what if
your
the
pants,
person was looking out their window and watching it?
you'll be too fast. When you get there,
I hope.
God.
Do you
Yeah.
guys are you guys on Nextdoor?
What is
Oh
there?
my
on next
God.
Oh
door.
my God.
Please, we should have never told this.
Yeah, well, there's a next
There's
door.
a man stretching and shitting.
They're gonna all start looking now.
Yeah.
He's doing a back bend.
And then I think this is how, like, this, like, some next door ring doorbell app, this ends up on the internet.
Oh, yeah. They're
And
like,
then on
stop
the,
Oh,
pedophiles
there's tons
on
of
the next shit tour.
Stop pedophiles from shitting in your front yard.
Yeah.
Like the ladies who shit in the grocery stores. Have you seen those?
Yes.
Loggeria.
I always wonder, like, how did you get to this point? There's a bathroom.
You
in
did
there.
and
the
then they
move.
shake it out of their
Yeah, that's
pants.
someone's mom.
That's
That
the
decides
move you
she-
talked about.
They see her on the internet.
That's the move you talked about.
Yeah. What?
Like we have a video that Melissa put together of a lady who does the Tebow and then pulls her pants open, and then a little squirt, and then a log with a plop behind it comes out. It's a logorrhea. And he goes all out, and that's what you did, right? Yeah, you did the logorrhea.
In someone's front yard.
Yeah, better than the supermarket.
Yeah. It's 7 in the morning.
Better than the supermarket.
Oh, babe, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We'll take a little break.
Yeah.
Get our head right. We'll take a break. We'll get our head
Talk
right.
something else.
Yeah, we'll change the subject.
You
Brand
brought
new
it.
music from people love this band, the Lindas. Enjoy this. We'll be right back.
Too many things I've left behind. Not enough things left in my mind. Too many things I can't forget. Don't make me turn around again. Too many creases, I'm too small. Soon I will be nothing at all. It's always too much give and take. Can't you see I'm trying to be awake? What would happen if we all turned away? Would it really be that big of a change? Too many things, too many things. Oh, it rings in my head. Too many things, too many things. Covering the words I left unsaid. Too many things taken away. Not enough things left in my brain. There's always so much push and pull. These parts, they're not making a whole. What would happen if we all stayed the same? Now it changed, but everything's still out of play. Too many things, too many things. Oh, it rings in my head. Too many things, too many things. Covering the words I left unsaid. Too many things, too many things. Oh, it rings in the air. Too many things, too many things. Sometimes I wonder if I can. Kind of love, overflow. And I go. Kind of Too many things, too many things. Oh, it rings in my head. Too many things, too many things. Covering the words I left unsaid. Too many things, too many things. Oh, it rings in the air. Too many things, too many things. Sometimes I wonder if I care.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Squirt. Squirt who? Squirt is P. You dumb rednecks.
Right about now, you are listening to the incredible
A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan, who kindly at Squirt is P.
What the fuck do I know? Put me in a spiral. Hang me out to dry, guess you leave me on a high note. Lack of motivation, that's the explanation.
That is giving me some like early 2000s.
I was
gonna
just
ask who is
say that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very like
Sounds like lit.
Yeah, that is Northbound with Big Tune. Fuck Off Forever. Welcome back to a Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I do
I'm
miss
Tom.
some of those like Taking Back Sunday, early
Yeah.
2000s.
I appreciate you guys even commenting on it. You know, a lot of people forget that I do like to select the music, and that is something unique to this show that we have done for 15 fucking years.
Yeah, I know.
Which is crazy that we have always like gone out, gotten the permission to play music, play them. Now we work with a distribution company that's awesome. They send me too much stuff now.
Did you ask about that? I know, like even Daniel, even when he's not on the show, he'll hear something. I think we heard the Goldfinger song the other day, and you're like, oh, I want to get permission to play that.
Yeah, Goldfinger and who is it? It's Goldfinger and Less Than Jake did a cover of the Post Malone and Morgan Wallen song. And I want to get it. Yeah, it is super interesting, but they did like a ska cover of it. I want to get a hold of that. Normally, if you write those guys and just say like, hey, we want to play this on our show, they're like, oh yeah, go ahead, take it.
Post Malone and Morgan Wallen together is interesting.
It is interesting. It
Did you
works.
And then them together covering it is
It is
double.
interesting.
Did you see
Yeah.
the Post Malone and Blake Shelton?
Yeah,
They're together? They
that's
did
pretty
a
good
song
too.
together?
I like post country music. I like country music. So I mean, Beyonce, everybody do it. I don't care. Like it's some more good music. I'll listen to it.
Right.
You want to do some emails and voicemails, buddy? A little
Yeah,
mail
let's
on
do
mail.
some.
Let's see. Do I even have the mail on mail? Oh yeah, I do. Here we go. We haven't played this in a minute.
Hey guys, thanks for calling 1-800-HOT-DICK, the place to find real action with real men. To make it even better, we've got new low prices. So low, we're practically giving it away free.
If you are a man seeking a woman, press 1. If you are a woman seeking a man, press 2. If you are a man seeking a man, press 3.
Mail on mail.
Mail on Mail brought to you by Tom and Dan Watering Holes.
Have you guys ever heard that?
Yes, I hear it.
I used to call those as a kid.
900
Me too.
numbers?
Yeah, that's where I got the idea.
I got in
Yeah.
so much trouble.
Me too. Me
Did
too.
you ever call the
do
psychic
you
hotline?
ever think of all the things that line up between me and Crystal?
Oh,
There's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
things. You were telling me some private stuff when I was going to the bathroom. That thing. I'm not gonna say it. But like, why? Why you and why me? That's weird.
Did you ever
Weird.
call psychic hotlines?
I don't think I ever did the psychic ones.
Oh,
but
so you went for the porn.
I
Drew
always
did.
went for the porn.
Drew
and, like,
did the infomercial with Miss
Young.
Cleo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, that.
I wonder if he can talk about that. I mean, I'm sure contractually there's no thing because isn't she dead?
You would think there would be a lot more
He
internet
can't talk about his
psychics.
own experience.
Well, I think it ended up being a scam, like the whole Miss Cleo thing. And unfortunately for him, he was in the infomercial saying, the things she said were amazing, and she got it right every time. You know?
Well, I think people know for the most part.
Oh, for the
that
record,
psychics
I was
are-
so jealous that he was in that. Like when I saw, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so jealous that you got to be in that infomercial. I've always wanted to be in an infomercial, man.
Really? That's like one of your
QVC
aspirations?
infomercial, yeah. The closest I ever got was the Junior Doctor video where I faked like a Billy Mays. I was fat as hell in that video. Don't watch that video. First email. This is from Jane. Perfect one for the ladies being here. Hey guys, I'm at my wit's end. My boyfriend holds the door open while he looks at items in the freezer section at Publix. He also leaves the fridge and freezer doors at home open several minutes at a time. But the Publix thing bugs me more because it's rude to the people who come after you and it's absolutely unnecessary. Now that I think about it, they're both equally bad. My food is spoiling early. My frozen stuff is ultimately covered in frostbite. Maisie does this. I can't take it anymore. I know you can't do anything to help, or maybe you don't even think this is an issue. But either way, maybe you'll help me laugh about it because despite my justified rage, I realize that there are a lot more important things going on. Ragefully yours, Jane.
I wonder if he leaves his drawers open, like the doors to the house, because why is it just...
It's while he's looking, right?
Yeah.
He's standing there looking.
Yeah. You do this at Beefy King and Chipotle, and you do this at the menu. You do this. No,
Is it
at the window. You do this at the
gripes?
window.
Well, because
I don't
tried-
have gripes. I think everything you do is great. This is just something.
No, it's because
it's just a thing.
the
I know
reason-
these things.
Observations.
No, you have
Yeah, but
observations.
she's-
Mine are things.
The reason I don't know
You
is because
freak
I'm
out.
taking everybody else. I'm having you give me what you want, Maisie giving me what she wants, and you guys take so long. By the time I get up
I don't
there,
take long. I know what I want. Always, I get there. When do I ever get anything
but is
different?
her meat and stuff spoiling that fast?
It's not, but I I have to say, it would irritate me, the Publix thing too, because when you leave the glass door open, everything gets foggy.
Frosty, yeah, and foggy.
So it is rude. Every time I try to get something from Publix, I select what I want through the glass because you can see.
Yeah.
I open it and I try to reach in and grab it before the door shuts.
I go one
automatically.
better. I go 3 doors down, and then I open that door and I reach all the way down to get it. That way, you're leaving the fog 3 doors down.
For some up, but what's the point? Now you're fogging up that one.
I made that up. I don't do that.
But I mean, I can understand like pulling out the. We have a freezer drawer, and I have to find something. You're looking.
Tell them what you had our kid do this week.
What?
What did she do? She pulled out all the drawers of the fridge.
Oh yeah, she pulled them all out because we were cleaning out the fridge because we would go on grocery shopping. She pulled out all the fruit. And she sprayed them and cleaned them and wiped them and like set them there to dry.
She cleaned the fruit just at random.
Then she cleaned out her accessory drawer.
She cleaned out all of her drawer, and then she cleaned her shower. I told you about that. These are not things I can talk about. These are not funny things. I tell her that too. Now that's my joke. I look at her and I go, "You realize I can't fucking talk about this, right?"
These are wonderful things that children her age should be doing instead of on their new computers.
I like new computers.
At 9 years old.
I'm pro computers. Have to be.
Yeah,
it's my favorite thing in the world. I love Teslas and computers and Xboxes and video games.
Are both
and
the computers in the playroom?
Yeah.
Oh, so they sit next to each other and.
Yeah.
Wow.
You need a server.
You got a whole like LAN party.
You need a LAN party.
I turned the desks so that the monitors faced the door.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to see what they're doing. I know, they just have the games on there and stuff, but as they get older, I don't want them. I want them to know that I can see the computer.
Oh, yeah. My mom made me
TC is
do
like,
that.
why are you trying to control every little thing about everybody?
That's not what I said. What the hell?
Hold on, is this reverse gripes? This is reverse gripes.
No.
You told me that I do that. I try to control every little thing about everybody.
Yeah, why are you trying to control this voice?
No, I knew I shouldn't have said that. I knew. One comment. I knew I was like, I'm like, if I say this will haunt me forever. And then I said it.
Like, there's no internet on there, right? It's just the games. So if they're just playing games.
Okay, back to this lady and her gripe about her husband. Because there's two types of people.
Are you going to defend this man, or?
And this is why Andrea didn't have gripes for Daniel. And
I asked her for gripes today. She's been working on it for like 4 hours.
Because emotional people.
I just hate when you do that. And you
he
categorize
us. Yeah, he belittles
put us down.
I need a Mountain Dew.
He does it to my son, Max, who is emotional also.
You're weaker.
He says, no, it's okay that you like that. You just need to learn to control it. Like if it's a problem to be controlled. But he is so...
Well, that's what the Hulk does, right? that's the whole point. I mean, the whole thing about the Hulk is you control your emotion, or you're gonna turn into the goddamn Hulk.
We use that with Maisie.
His anger.
Yeah.
Well, the anger, other emotions. I'm pretty sure, like, if you get sad enough, he'll turn into the Hulk. Right? It's other, Anyway, you have to control your emotions, but also, this lady.
Oh my God.
She has to tell her husband over and over not to do something, and then after years, it eventually will take hold.
Okay,
and
how do you know she hasn't?
What is going to happen is she is going to say to herself, he doesn't value my wishes. He doesn't value my words.
Right.
He ignores me
they're dumb.
and dismisses me.
Oh.
That is how she's going to feel because she's like, this is important to me. I've asked you a bunch of times, and you're dismissing me.
I can already hear you. Why is it important to you?
Yeah.
Why is it important to you?
Why does her food
why does it
be
matter?
spoiled?
Yeah.
And
I'm telling you that it's important to me.
That's a great answer because it shouldn't matter, right? Like, if it's important to Crystal, it should be important to you.
That's the reason it should matter.
Well,
Right.
It's hard.
Do you care about me?
she doesn't necessarily need it to be important to Tom, but he needs to respect that it is important to Crystal.
There you go. Yes.
But I just.
Yeah, but
I don't even know what to say to that.
I just need to know for what reason. If it's for no reason or just some
it's something I like. What if it's just something I like? Like she doesn't like. I'm not saying
Yeah.
Crystal, but in this case, this woman.
Yeah.
Let's say Jane. I think was her name. Jane doesn't like it because she feels like it's inconsiderate to other shoppers.
But
is that enough of a reason to get you to not do it?
But is there any sort of poll Or
need
data?
Okay, let's do some
I
data.
need
Let's
the-
run, we need to run some data. Yeah.
Is there other
He does
shoppers?
this to me, by the way, too.
You need
He's
to talk,
like,
you need to talk to Jordan over at Publix and see if
or did you just feel like it's inconsiderate and it's a feeling?
Okay, I'll tell you
but
this.
her feelings are valid, though.
Okay, thank you, Andrea. Feelings are valid. And also, when I go to the grocery store and somebody else who I don't know is standing there steaming up the thing,
Veggies.
fogging up the
You're
glass,
fogging up
and
my
then
broccoli, nerd.
then they shut the door and it's all foggy. Now I can't see what I want. That bothers me. And I feel like that was so rude that person did that. Now I have to hold the door open, and now the next person who comes and sees me holding the door open is going to think I'm the rude one, but really it was the lady before me.
No,
But most things, I think
I
this doesn't
understand.
register with you because most things for you, naturally, throughout your life, if you go over there to get, a pack of broccoli and the window's fogged up, you're like, not a big deal. Open it and get your broccoli.
Yeah.
Where for like me and Crystal, we look at that and go like, who fogged up this fucking window?
Yeah.
I do that too.
Yeah.
I would do that too.
Whoever did that is a personal attack against me.
No, it's not.
They're attacking. Who is?
Kill them.
But why does the guy need to
joking.
stand there with the door open?
But you do
Blasting
that.
doesn't
You do that a
I
lot.
just know
Yeah,
the door.
you do it at Chipotle, and it drives me crazy. We go to Chipotle.
It's not the same.
And they're like
She's
bowl.
not- there's nothing to hold
They'll go like
open.
burrito or bowl. No, it's the same concept of
You're
it
holding
is-
up the
You're holding up the
line.
line. They're
Oh.
like bowl or
Oh, but I'm
burrito,
not.
and she'll go.
Because you guys,
And I'm like,
Dude,
what the fuck? I'll just
because
do
I
it
have to
for
make
you.
2
It's
minute
like chicken
decisions.
burrito, extra guac,
Are you
sour cream.
ordering for them?
right? I have so many decisions
Yeah.
in my life. It finally comes to me, and I can't make a decision.
No, I think you feel like this would be my gripe. I think you feel like you have to order for us. You don't. That is something that you've placed on yourself deliberately because you've seen us fail so many times. There's a lot of truth in that. You're so good at almost everything you fucking do that me and Maisie, we're just kind of bopping on down along, and you're like, I know, guys, I got this.
A
I got
lot of
this.
times you say, "Hey, I want blah 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 and blah blah blah," and
Because
I'm like,
I'm
"Are
so
you
used-
telling me to tell
No,
that
because
person?"
I'm so used to handling things.
Right. So
You-
then when it gets to me, I'm trying to remember yours, I'm trying to remember
So are you
Maisie's, and
asking
not fuck
me
it
to
up,
get in front of it and order for me and Maisie ahead of time and leave you
so I can make a decision?
no decision fatigue?
Yes.
Oh, I got an
Okay.
idea. Tell her, why do you control everything?
Okay, hold on.
They
Let me
love
write
that.
Let me borrow your pencil.
They love when you tell them that.
I brought my
She
own
does.
pen.
She controls everything all the time. That is what she does.
Yeah, but if
Okay.
We can move on. We can
Exhausting.
move
No, I don't want to move on.
I
How
don't-
dare you?
Oh my God.
Listen, TC doesn't. I said don't touch the coils; they will be damaged, and he damaged them anyway.
I do like that we're back to coil.
No, but it's like
That-
you don't want me to control everything, but you are just a dumb puppy
Oh shit.
running around, pulling the curtains down, and doing shit in your pants, and then
I knew
You
it.
pull the curtains down.
You're
You're never gonna
I
let
You
knew
don't-
it. I knew I should have told anybody.
You're just an idiot who shits his pants.
listen.
That's all you'll ever be.
I know.
It was
And she's
Max's-
telling that to me to knock you down a peg, but you know what? I don't believe her.
Max's birthday party.
Tell
What
my
did-
son.
You shit your pants at Max's birthday party?
You didn't lift a finger. You didn't think about one thing.
Oh, I wouldn't
about
have done
it.
that either. I wouldn't have done that either.
What? I carried everything to the beach.
You carried the stuff that I told you to carry, but I thought about bringing
Wait
it.
a minute.
I thought about getting the drinks.
But
I thought about the
Maisie's-
decorations.
You just hung out at the cabana.
Yeah, I do tell her. I'm like, just tell me what to do so I know what to do. I don't want to
That's
have
a
to.
lot to try to think about.
that means we have to think about everything.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to think of that stuff? I don't care. That's an honest answer.
yeah.
I'm
And-
giving honest answers, and nobody.
And the kids don't even care.
Yeah, they don't. That's what's true. Is like Maisie just like literally we could do anything. I'm like, hey, I could go to Walmart and be like, here's $100, go crazy, and she'd be like, and then she's like, why you're, and I'm like, because I don't care.
yeah, but you should care.
I care about my daughter, and I care about her turning of age, and I care about things that are important, but you're like, this cabana's too close to, there's a beehive here. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't care about the beehive. I don't care about this cabana. I don't care.
Yeah. Crystal's like, we have to have the decorations set
Yes.
up, and then the all
You know
the
what I'm gonna say. I'm not
sand
even gonna say it.
pails and the rakes and
Yeah.
the and
you
the,
wanna make it
the-
Andrea's like, the
special.
theme this year she wants for her room, she wants to go mermaid. I'm like, it's fine. Absolutely fine.
yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
yeah.
Mermaid,
Yeah. And then so then
gay mermaid, man mermaid,
I
She
feel
doesn't
like
want mermaid.
black mermaid.
the kids don't even care that
Anything.
much.
Doesn't matter.
You know.
I don't care about any of
it.
None of it.
I think it's the non-caring thing that
Yeah.
Is that a gripe?
That's a gripe.
Put it on your list.
Okay. That's number 3. I only got to 3.
Do you want her to start some gripes? She has some gripes for me.
Do you have any more emails?
Yeah. Do you want me? I can do a voicemail or email. This one I thought would be funny to play because this sounds like my mom.
Tom, next time you go to Publix, get some cherries. They won't do nothing for your carpal tunnel, but they'll fix that trigger shit you got going on.
There you go. Old wives' tale. That's my mom would do that
Your
all
mom,
the time.
drink some tart cherry
juice. My mom, I'd be like, oh, shit, my pants, Mom. She's like, tart cherry juice. Tart cherry. It's anti-inflammatory. It'll. Yeah.
None of that works.
Yeah, you can't get the ocean spray cherry. You have to get the $15.
My mom was always forever
tart cherry juice.
Every day of her life she'd send me an email like, you need to get on the Mediterranean diet. Drink your cherry juice. Do all that. Like, Mom, you're not here now. No offense.
Why'd you say that?
Point that out. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying she would laugh at that. I think my dad is like really chuckling hard at that. All right, let's try this one right here.
Hey, Tom and Dan, and maybe a guest. I'm BDM here, just left Publix, and on my way out, I'm, going through the cash registers, and one of the associates there goes, "Oh, can I push it out for you?" Oh, God. Have a good one.
Can I what?
Push it out for you.
There's a thing in
Do you know what it means?
I just thought he was
grocery
talking
cart?
about pushing out a turd.
No.
Like
You're closer than Crystal.
Yeah.
Can I push the grocery cart?
There's a thing that gentlemen like where
You
they
pushing out the.
they ask you to push
Did you just call it? Is that what it's called?
They ask you to push it out, and which I never.
Like a girl would ask.
No,
Not
a
a
girl would
girl.
not have, but a guy, a real pervert, like a kitty.
Yeah, after he finishes, he says, "Now push it out."
And
so I can see
no,
it
but they
come
don't
back
say
out.
it like that. They're like, oh. They're always like, oh, yeah, open it way open.
Oh, come on, stop.
Like a full circle. And push it out. That's what you did while you're running.
Shit your pants. It's like
you don't shit your pants. You push the
no,
comb out.
come on.
It's all the same muscles.
Is it really the same muscle?
Well, it's
Pretty
like
much.
you're pushing out a baby.
Yeah.
When we were in labor, they said push down like you're pooping.
Yeah.
Bear down.
Bear down. Logistics. Used to advertise. They used to advertise. If you need something moved, and if you get a hold of Corey Davis. Okay.
But I don't. Why do they like it?
I'm not into that.
Yeah.
I'm not anti it.
Why do people like weird shit? People are.
I'm not into. Okay,
I bet somebody would get off at watching you poop in somebody's front yard.
Well,
yeah,
not
I
as
would.
many as the push it
I
out
would
guys.
masturbate to it. No, I'm not an on the face guy. I'm not any of that. I don't need that. I'm not I don't need it. None
But
of
you
that.
understand the concept of it.
Oh,
Yeah, but see, the on the face.
Oh, I was there when they designed it.
Yeah. When the on the face thing, I feel like the majority of men they'll take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I
I also feel like I don't get something that when I was a young man.
They'll take it more than leaving it.
True. When I was a young man in my 20s, I think I thought that when I was a married man, that when my wife would go to give me a blowjob, every time she would get on her knees like a slave person would. I think that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But most blowjobs, it's just both of us laying on our side, which is some lazy shit. That's lazy shit.
I'm tired of making decisions.
No, I know, but I'm just saying the things that people like. I'm just giving them what they want.
You thought it was going to be more.
I did.
The
I think it was
movies.
going to be like, or I even thought like maybe like road, like I'm driving down the road and I get a blowjob. I was like, that'll happen once a year. You'll get that. That's not. These are all myths. These are not things. These are not real.
The knees get old, you know.
Yeah,
you can't be down there squatting for
sort
so
of
long.
Like, it's kind of like disrespectful a little bit, you know, like I'm the king, you know, like I don't know. Plus when Andrea does it, she's just my height. So we're like looking at each other. I'm like, can you lay down on the carpet and give me a blowjob, please? Like, do you have double knees?
We can't do it in the shower.
Can't do it in the
There's,
shower.
Like places that we
I'm too
just
short.
logistically cannot.
You would need to get hideously fat for us to do it in the shower. Can you get?
Why would that help?
Yeah. Why?
Well, bigger, lower ass. If she could grow her ass down like droopy big, like
then
a
you
big
probably
drooper.
wouldn't-
It doesn't change
You
the
wouldn't-
location.
No,
Right,
I wouldn't
you
be in your
wouldn't make
pussy
it
at all. No.
no.
I've done that before. I've got stories about that, but I would just be like fucking your butt crack. It'd be easier for you. I would fuck your big fat ass. You're just the crack, and I'd just come in the crack, and then you just have to wipe the crack. I wouldn't even be anywhere near your holes.
Gross.
I mean, it's true. You want another one?
Yeah.
This is from BDM John. Hey, guys. So yesterday while at work, I pulled up the app to find Tom and Dan goodness to make my day go faster. And by app, I mean the older buggy version because I'm not updating until I'm forced to. Anyway, I saw Friday's show, Anusvention, and I knew it was going to be a good one. I, however, immediately assumed it was going to be about Seth. We all know how he likes the butt. Wonder if I'm the only one who thought that. It was very entertaining, but I was surprised it was Tuttle. Tuttle sounds like he's been doing a lot better now that he's back at it, very motivated. Look forward to you guys having him on again and having his ex in from BDM John. Yeah, we got to get Tuttle and his ex in. They're starting a podcast.
I know.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good.
Can I express how interesting that is?
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be spicy because they both don't pull punches with each other, but they're both like really good friends still.
Daniel and I were talking
I didn't know they were still friends.
Daniel and I were talking about.
They do stuff together. She was really instrumental when his mom died of like kind of picking him up a little bit. Yeah, there's love there.
Oh.
It's cool. It's a cool story.
We were talking recently about some friends that that got a divorce, but they're friends. And Daniel's like, no way.
I burn it down.
Absolutely.
If
yeah,
you
I
are
burned down all my relationships.
I am burning it down. And I was like, oh, like you can't.
This is a good thing to talk about because I saw the spice in Crystal's eyes.
TC told me that I control people, and I was burning it down already. I was ready.
Yeah. Crystal has
already started lighting it.
Abundantly clear that she will not be friends with me if we ever get a divorce. In fact,
no, I'll make it like
hell. You have to trade the kids in the
enemy.
parking lot of the police station.
I have told
your in-laws.
him, and I think told you that the amount of fucked up psychological warfare that you would get from me would be so the only word that comes to mind is diabolical.
I love it.
It would be. I would probably hit you up and be like, "This is what
Let's
I'm
come
gonna
up
do."
with some ideas.
And you'd be like, "That's
crazy."
great." And then Chris was like, "Get that bitch." I'm like, "Fuck."
I would never do that against my friend, though.
Okay, I have to find another ride or die partner. But I need another emotional person that would help me on this journey.
Well, yeah, I don't understand why you're so mad at me.
Right.
Because you left me.
You know what? You want
Why
to hear something funny?
I didn't leave you.
Do you want to hear something funny? You talking about this? When I looked over at him, I was fucking mad at him. Just now, I looked over at him like, you son of a bitch. What have you done?
I haven't done anything.
Why do you treat her like that? Why do you shit your pants?
So, why is
Why
that?
can't we be friends? We have a child together.
Do you think it would be possible for you and I to be friends? Do you think we could? Do you think that you'd be able to get through to me? Because I'm making jokes, but do you think you'd be able to
Depends
call
on
me?
how it ended.
Well, make a scenario up.
I can't make a scenario.
Did I cheat on you or did you cheat on me?
If
I cheated on you, would you leave me?
Well, we'd have to really talk about that.
See? I got her, dude. I fucking got her, dude.
Yeah.
I got her, dude.
Because, it's like, why?
So even if you ruined the relationship by cheating on me, you'd still want to burn it down?
No. I'd gaslight you until I got you back. Some weird way. And then I get you back, and then I try to make it good, but I cheat again. You know what I mean? Like,
well, you already got away with this once.
Why are you This guy knows.
Why are you cheating on me?
I don't know why I am. I don't know why
you just got away with it once.
I'm bored. I'm bored of you.
Sometimes I get bored, too.
Yeah, I'm bored of you. I'm bored of Maisie.
Listen.
The same faces all the time.
By the way.
They won't let me control them.
I bought tickets to see Lauryn Hill and the Fugees, and I need a date.
Dude,
do you want to come?
I would love to go.
Oh
my God,
let's do it.
Lauren, she wouldn't let me buy Lauryn Hill tickets. I'd ask for them.
Well, because she's probably not going to show up, and then I'm going to lose my money because I didn't buy the insurance. But anyway, back to the divorce.
Yeah.
The fact that you are able to be friends with me after a divorce tells me that you don't love me now.
What?
I like that.
What the hell does that mean?
Wait, I gotta write this down.
You should be so in love with me, dude. Everything you say, it comes in, and I'm like, this person, I should be following you on TikTok. I'm like, this is real motivation I need. Yeah, because
Excuse me, I need an explanation. I need to follow. Can you draw me a diagram?
There's no explanation.
If you truly love me, then nothing should ever break that love.
But
Not
if
even
you fucking cheat on me?
No, we're still bonded, and you should do everything in your power to get me back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because it doesn't really matter. Plus, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Crystal will, and we said this before, but they're come up with scenarios that haven't even happened.
Right, in her dreams.
And dreams or whatever, and then she'll be mad at me and legitimately mad at me for a while.
No, don't make me sound like a crazy person. I'm not mad at you about my dreams. Absolutely not.
Are you still mad at him that he was getting his dick sucked in that dream?
No, I never was mad. I thought it scared me. I can't say that I don't. I wake up with like feelings from my sleep, but I don't I'm not like mad at you. That's a crazy.
Would you rather him shit his pants or get a blowjob? You want another one?
Okay.
I got a good one. This one ties directly in.
Okay.
Unless you have something to say, sir. You have the floor.
No.
The senator from Castleberry has the floor.
Go for it.
All right, here we go. This one's for Crystal.
Tom and Dan. Jim from Lakeland here. Fast-burning fireworks. A couple of years ago, a buddy of mine was doing a fireworks thing with his family, and they had the yard-long, giant, girthy sparklers, and he had one of those lit, and a blob of the sparkler material released from the wire and landed right in the middle of his thumbnail, and in a twinkling of an eye, it burned all the way through his thumbnail into the quick, and he ended up going to the emergency room and all that, but he ended up losing his thumbnail over it. So if Crystal got burned, it may not have been a fast-burning sparkler. Maybe the piece of the material came off. So who knows? Take care, guys. I love you. Bye.
Love you too, Jim. Thanks for the... how's your fingers? Are it better?
It's getting better. I have new skin.
Nice.
It's pink and thin, and it feels like a baby's butt.
Yeah, when you get new skin, it's pretty awesome.
But it's
Well, I'm glad Jim from Lakeland brought this up because the description of what Crystal told me happened, I did search it on the internet, and no other person.
Yeah, we know already. You called me on the phone to talk about how
it's just
it happened to your sister from the same box.
Yeah.
So
another person that has been known to tell some.
He calls them emotional liars. He calls me that. He see you tomorrow, emotional liar, and he drives away.
Wait a minute. Known to tell what? You say that I tell tall tales?
No, not tall tales.
No, I do not.
But I just like your dreams. I feel like when you feel like something happened, then you feel like it happened.
There were multiple witnesses, and everybody said, "Oh my God, what the fuck just happened?"
Eyewitnesses are horrible. I mean, they're so inconsistent.
I'm just saying that aren't we at a time now where if something happens, then you search exactly what happened, and something else, like someone else on the internet.
There's literally stripes of burned off skin on my hand
No,
from holding the metal.
I know that you got burned. I'm just saying maybe it happened a different way.
But why argue it?
Right. Why?
Huh?
Thank you, Andrea. This is such a good question.
Just why argue?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
he has a problem with, like, if I came in here, because he'll do it with me too. If I came in here and I was like, I did something and it made me do X. Like, I came in here and I stepped in this thing and it made me feel like this. He'd be like, where'd you step? And I'd be like, here. And he'd be like, what did it do? And then I explain it, and he'd be like, and how did it make you feel?
I'm so
mad. And I'd tell him, and then he'd make me walk through each thing, because he's like, I think your experience is just being through your emotional filter is not accurate. I think that you are changing what happened. You feel. Yeah, he does it with me too.
Do you feel worn out after the day because it's you trying to reanalyze?
Why? You probably get tired.
What's the difference? Whether she was burned in a fast-moving sparkler or a piece fell off.
Well, because a fast-moving sparkler in his mind doesn't exist, and if you're telling people you burned by a fast-burning sparkler, you're a liar because it doesn't exist. An emotional liar.
No, that's not it.
That's not it?
He wants to prove that it was user error.
No.
Yes. You want to prove people stupid. That is yes.
You're the stupid prover.
You are.
Tell him, stupid
Anytime
prover.
any person says anything to you, regardless of what it is, it doesn't matter. I'm not even.
But I'm glad he does this.
I'm being broad on purpose, because it doesn't matter what it is or who it is. Anytime any person says anything to you, you are going, how can I make them feel stupid? And
what? I love that.
That's true.
Yeah. You're like, they're wrong. They're wrong about this.
A psychopath does that. I don't do that.
They're wrong about this.
No, I'm not. I'm just. I
can't breathe. That's the single funny.
Let me figure out how they're wrong and tell them about it.
You're like listening to me and you're like, I'm going to figure out how fucking stupid this guy is.
No, it's not true. I just wonder, I question if what
you're
telling me.
But
we have a friend.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
sometimes, maybe not question. Just, okay.
No, he can't do that. He
At
can't
the
do
doctor,
that.
he got, did he talk about the...
Yeah,
we did.
Okay, well, he came home from the doctor after he got shots in his trigger thumb.
Yeah.
And he's like, doctor says I can't work out. I'm going to do it anyway because he didn't explain to me why I can't. So I'm
if
just
you
going to
work
do it.
out, you'll shit your pants.
So I'm like,
well, if he told me that,
What if he said
at
that?
least there's a reason.
What if he said
Why
that?
didn't you
I'll be
ask
like, oh.
him for a reason?
I did, and he's dismissed me because he's a
Oh.
dickhead, just like I am.
how it feels to be dismissed. But so
I
then,
hate talking to myself.
But the point
I
is,
can't stop laughing.
he's like, I'm going to go work out in the backyard anyway with my weights. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's probably about the
right.
grip, you know? And he's like, well, he didn't tell me that. He didn't explain anything to me, so I'm just going to do it anyway. And I'm like, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to spite the doctor because he didn't explain it to you the way you wanted to hear
or
it.
your shot is not going to work.
You're just
You're
always
emotional lying to
smarter
me.
than everybody.
Okay.
I feel bad that people
Are stupid?
That's your teammate. That's your teammate right there. You see who's on your team, right? You see your real wife? That's your real wife. That's your real wife right there. That's who you're supposed to be with. That was mean as fuck.
It's because he couldn't get it out, so I had to finish his sentence.
No, I mean, you guys would be a powerful force. They'd be a powerful force together. Wow, that's the ticket. Holy smokes. All right, let's get another email here.
All right.
Let's see. Dan and Tom. I watched parts of CMA Fest 2024 and watched Ashley McBride and Gretchen Wilson sing, quote, redneck women. And, of course, they showed camera shots of everyone, both ladies and gentlemen, singing about being a redneck woman. I was curious, what's your go-to lady-themed song and the one that you sing the most? At karaoke, I use cowboy in place of another word in Biggie Small songs. Clay.
Is this for you guys?
I guess so. Or
They wanna
Is he
know-
just asking my karaoke song?
I think it's just in. I think the question is, what is your go-to like song
Pump you
about
up?
ladies?
Oh, ladies. Oh.
But he's asking you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. I mean, it's being a man. I don't really have like
Yeah.
all the Single Ladies by Beyonce, maybe. You know.
I like big butts.
yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Yeah. Welcome to '88. What was that? I don't even know what that was.
Yeah, I like that one.
I like that.
Yeah, I like the thong song.
You've always been a fan.
Yeah,
You've always
yeah.
been a thong man.
Yeah, I like it when he walks down the beach and
Yeah.
all the thongs
You
are
know,
laid out.
I'll go out there for a second. I think wet ass pussy was too much.
yeah.
I think it was too much.
We just watched
I like it a little more clothed.
Weird Al.
Yeah, Weird Al does a cover
Redid.
of it. It's really funny. He does like the polka version of WAP. And it's great.
Does he really?
Fucking
My
love
kids
Weird
love
Al.
Weird Al right
The
now.
new polka that he's apparently got a new album coming out, and it's all new polkas but new songs. They might like that. Dude still got the
I
juice.
haven't really liked the polka one. So
What about my neck, my back? Is that too far?
I enjoyed that one.
Okay.
I sing that one around the house, but I changed the lyrics. I go like my neck, my back.
Yeah. I like it when Sir Mix-a-Lot or Cisco sings about ladies. I don't like it so much when the ladies sing about their
ladies. Yeah, you like
I want the men to tell the
like,
ladies.
Look at that booty.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's what
Yeah, I think most guys are kind of like that. Here's another quick email that I will show you guys. This is from Courtney. Hi there. Is it just me, or does Aaron Owen from Love Island, USA look like Tom? Would love to hear your thoughts.
Is Aaron a male or a female?
He's a man. There we go.
It looks like Zac Efron.
No, that
doesn't look like
yeah,
TC.
It's just like a regular white dude. All white dudes look the same.
No, they don't, and you don't look like that guy.
What,
That guy's
what did I
way
say?
more
What
buff.
did I say she was gonna
That
say?
guy's way more buff than you. Chiseled jaw.
Oh, she's taking it out in you now.
I didn't even do anything.
Yeah, that's the heat. That's a heat from earlier. You're really fucked up, pants shitter.
I didn't do anything. So let's take a break.
Yes, sir.
And then when we come back, we'll just open it up to some general topics.
I know what that means.
I want to hear Andrea's list she's been working on.
Do you have your gripes?
gripe list?
Do you have your gripes?
Yeah, do you want it before or after the break?
Let's do it after
You
the
want to
break.
do it after
Okay.
the break?
Yeah.
We can ease into some gripes.
Because it'll take me a couple minutes. I'll think of something.
Yeah, some rapid fire, rapid gripes. The name of the artist is Foreclosure. The name of the song is Carousel. We'll be right back with more on Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Show at tomandan.com if you have an email.
You're listening to the industry leader, radio guys turned podcasters. And now the whole town is sucking our dicks.
Oh, yeah.
You're listening to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to lick our balls, bitch.
Don't get so excited. All you gotta do is march through the forest with your treasure, and we'll rob you and give it to the poor.
I feel like music has been getting slower. Like I feel like rock bands are going back to almost like a post-grunge or maybe grungy style. Like I'm feeling, I can see the pendulum, the style, swinging through, and
like a Screaming Trees when they kind
that is very Screaming Trees.
Yes, that was very Screaming Trees.
Like very repetitive Mark Lanigan from the Screaming Trees. You and I were talking about Mark Lanigan yesterday. A big, booming, deeper voice. You know, more. Like you don't see as many of the band's pictures of them sometimes. The album cover will be like nondescript, you know, and you won't know what the band looks like. I don't know. They're following trends that I very much liked in the late 90s and early 2000s. But anyway, welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. So should we do some of Andrea's observations?
I don't even know what these are.
Daniel tells me either last night or this morning when I woke up.
It was
the last minute, and he goes, hey, tomorrow, remember Wife Cast? And I said, yeah, I got it. I'm good.
Yeah, I said
And he
gripes.
goes, I need you to do gripes. And I was like, oh, like that. I need a little more planning for that. Like,
Oh.
I should have been like,
Well,
I
you
guess
got-
marking these
You got
down.
a whole night. You got a whole night.
No, but I agree.
I was about to go to bed. I don't want to like start my brain thinking. I just want to brain dump at that point.
You don't brain dump though. You sit there and you read. You're putting more information into your brain.
But
What am
that's
I doing?
calming
I
my
smoke
brain
weed
down.
and I stare at the ceiling.
I feel like I would need weeks of notice so that every time you did something that bothered me, I could write it down.
Right.
And
Okay.
then those are my gripes.
I feel like she does that anyway, sort of. Like in her
Yeah.
mind, I feel like you know all the things that I do wrong.
But she's not a grudge holder. So
But
she's
I
not
know.
hanging on to
And
it.
that's-
No,
it's
she
very,
doesn't. She's
very
not a
hard
grudge
for me.
holder. I'm not a grudge holder. I'm more like a grudge galvanizer. Like I make it permanent.
And
So-
and the gripes are easy for me because they happen so often.
Okay.
See,
She asked me to come up with them.
that's
I'm like,
That was a good
all
one.
right.
That was a good one. Yeah.
That's what's interesting because, you know, Crystal and Daniel are very similar, and I think you and I are very similar. But I just let shit go. I'm like whatever. But so my
Yeah,
first
she's
gripe.
like, I never take my job home. And I'm like, I always take my job home.
So interestingly enough, you know, he told me to do my gripes last night, and it was at 6:30. So this is my first gripe.
Early.
Daniel
The
goes
first
to bed.
gripe is the request for the grapes.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
No, the first gripe is the fact that Daniel, we finish eating dinner. It is 5:30. He's like, well, I'm going up.
Yeah, I go to bed.
He's ready to go to bed.
I
He's
like to
going
go
take
chill.
his shower.
I like to go chill.
He's like, dance me, come on.
Yeah, I take the dog
And
out.
I'm like,
I play guitar.
The
I'll
dog
read a
hasn't
book.
even like gone for his last
I'll play
bathroom.
video games. Yeah, I like to go upstairs and get in my chill
I said,
spot.
And he goes, aren't you coming up? And I said, absolutely not. Like, I'm not ready to lay in the bed at 5:30.
5:30.
Well,
It's
you're,
bright as
you're
hell
on top of the
outside.
covers. It's on top of the covers.
Yeah, but I'm not ready to like lay down in the bed.
We're
There are
Like,
hours of productivity to be
We'll
had.
talk. We'll like.
but I don't want to do that.
Okay, fine. Then fuck off. All right.
Daniel, the other day, I said, hey, when we get home. So when Maisie got home from my dad's, she did not stop talking.
No.
And she was, because she was like, she had a great time. She loved it.
She wanted to
So
tell
we-
you all about
Correct.
it, right?
So after we finished lunch on Sunday, I said, hey guys, when we go home, can we just go to our corners for a little bit?
Yeah,
I
do
need
you guys
some
have
time.
that? That's our thing. Like Andrea will be like, "Let's go to our corners."
Meaning,
and that
like,
means you're supposed
Maisie,
to go
you
find
do
something
your,
to do.
Yeah, go do your thing, Daniel. You go do your thing. And Daniel's like, well, what if I want to be in your corner? And I was like, that's not what this is about. Like, I need my
That does sound very Crystal.
My
now
time,
Now that you're
my-
saying that.
quiet, But anyway, back to my first grade.
Mm.
The fact that you go to bed.
No,
at
no, no. I
5:30.
do not. I do not go to bed at 5:30. That's
no,
fucked
but
up.
you shut down.
No. It's a process. I'll put on some essential oils. I'll put on the diffuser.
But you shut
I
down
put on
at
the fan.
5:30. There's
a
stuff to be
specific
done.
type of light I like in there. I put the lights on. I put on a soft blue hue light. I might get my guitar out. I'll go take a shower.
Right, but do you know?
I'll get clean. I'll trim my fingernails. I'll
Coming
floss my
up-
teeth. I like to floss my teeth.
Our-
8 strokes aside. 1, 2, 3,
Coming
4,
up,
5,
our
6,
child
7,
is
8.
going to be going to dance until like 9:30. That's
Yeah.
4 hours.
I'm gonna have to change
difference.
my schedule because now her dance is like going late. She gets home at like 9:50 one night. 9:50. I sleep for 4 hours.
Daniel will have to get up and like he's going to shift sleep. He's going to do his first 4 hours when he comes out of
And
his
I don't
REM.
go to bed at 5:30.
No,
but like,
I
I'll
know,
go to bed
but-
at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. But I like to
that
get
you-
up there and get chilled out.
The fact that you go to the bedroom at 5:30 is, I'm like, we haven't watched a
very
show
early.
together. And
It is very early. I will,
I don't even think the early
yeah.
bird dinner started yet at
Yeah.
5:30.
Well, I don't like to eat late either.
Well,
I really
he gets
don't like to eat
home-
late.
He'll come home at 3 o'clock and like I'm still working
Yeah, yeah.
and he
I'm like,
walks
I'm
in
ready
and
for
he's like,
dinner.
I'm hungry. Let's eat. And I'm like,
3:30. Well, that's because I
"Shut
don't
up."
eat a good lunch here. I'm all out of whack. Yeah. I want a 3:30 dinner, and I want to be upstairs by 5:30.
And then he's wondering why, like at 9 o'clock, he's like, I need a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch,
I'm all
'cause you
fucked
ate
up.
at
I gotta
3
get.
o'clock.
I gotta
You
get
gotta
my.
get your life
I gotta get
together.
my life together. You're right. I will. I will take that one.
So that's my
a good-
first gripe.
That's a decent gripe.
Wait, so you go up at 5:30, but you're still awake at 9 p.m.?
Oh yeah.
He's just laid in the bed.
Yeah.
He's
just
just
lay
hiding
there.
from his family
Yeah.
and all the responsibilities.
Yeah, okay.
I still have to make her, we have to like get ready for tomorrow. You
Yeah.
know, like she's setting her clothes,
But,
like
but
get
you-
her ready.
But you're supposed to tell me to do that, and you
You're-
don't. So I'll just lay up there.
You're leaving her with me.
No, not always. She comes upstairs sometimes, and sometimes she's just quiet alone.
I do need some. I need, personally for me, I do need my like downtime, my alone time.
Yeah, sometimes-
you
and
need
I
your 5:30 time.
Sometimes
have
she goes and gets in her
clingers.
car, and she'll get in her car, and just you can tell she's driving away from her.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it in her eyes. She's like, I just need to listen to this audiobook.
I
and
do.
Get the fuck
I'm like,
away from these guys.
I was like,
You see it.
I'll be like, oh, I'll go pick that up.
Yeah.
And-
That's why
and
she
he's
goes.
like,
I
do you
figured
want
out
us
why
to
she
go?
always gets the pizzas.
Do you want us to go with you? And I'm like, I'm good. I've got a book.
Yeah.
To listen to.
Andrea needs the stereotypical. That's why dads
Yeah.
take a shit for an hour in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
exactly.
And Andrea just drives to go
Yeah,
get
she's in there smoking a
dinner.
cigarette.
Yeah, and
You
I'm
need
not
your
a
alone time.
I'm not a bathroom shitter, so like sitter shitter.
No, you're quick. Like,
And then my second gripe, because my third one we already talked about that you don't care, are every little health ailment do you think you have?
I got a lot of those.
He texted me yesterday. He sent me an article from Cedar Sinai that he has some rare stomach thing.
Yeah, I have a rare stomach disorder. It's getting me bad.
Typed in all your symptoms.
Yeah,
I thought that was over.
No, Gagman's here. He's back. As soon as Shitman appeared, Gagman, his assistant, is
It
here.
rides the wave. Well, last week we were very indulgent. Maisie was gone.
Yeah.
We went out to eat every night. We even had drinks a few nights.
Yeah.
We went to.
And I haven't been doing that.
Right. And so I'm like, dude, we overindulged.
It fucked
so
me up
just.
bad. No,
Yeah,
and
this
every
is the
morning I'll
reason.
smash my side 1,000 times. I look in the mirror, I check the whites of my eyes, and I check the color of my BMs. And I poke them with a stick. You got to break them up. You got to break your BM up to see the true color of it. And I'm like, that looks a little yellow to me.
What,
And I see
what
the
kind
cyanide.
of stick you got? What
His
kind
poop
of stick you
stick.
got?
I use my hand. I'm an animal. I use my fingers.
Anybody?
If you just flick it hard enough, like you're doing a thumping competition,
In the
it'll break
toilet?
open.
It's
No,
already in the toilet?
I don't use my hands. It's already in the toilet. Yeah.
Do you have a stick?
No, but I can take like a wipe or something, and I can like kind of, or when it flushes, if it explodes apart, I take a real good look. Sometimes I take a photo and send it to her.
And he says he's like mashes on his side.
Yeah.
Anybody that would mash in the same spot on their body,
Yeah,
like
you're like,
over
it hurts
and over,
now.
you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, it's gonna fucking hurt, dude. So
Yeah, I do that.
I'm tired of having to put my mental capacity behind his health ailment.
Okay,
Do
that's
you
fair.
laugh at it? Because I do that.
No, she gets
and then-
mad.
and
dude.
then-
I get mad.
Do you want to know the
Oh,
real?
okay.
The real is that the thing you don't see, because she's not the type of person. I don't think you've ever done this either. I don't think any of the listeners have ever seen either of you guys actually real like yelling at us mad. But when I bring these things up, she does get like, can I do an impression of it?
Yeah.
You're like, Daniel, for Christ's fucking sake, you always do this. You've had so many tests. I've had it. I'm just not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to my corner.
Yeah.
Just fucking leave me alone.
That's very spot on because I'm like,
That's
I'm
pretty
not
good,
going
right?
to text you anymore about
Yeah,
this.
she's
I'm
like-
not going to
she'll
discuss
fucking
it.
d-
Well,
she'll
because
like
you're not gonna, you don't
and
want
I'm
to feed it
sensitive,
anymore.
so I'll go to the bathroom and I'm like, fine, I'll go to the bathroom and mash on myself and cry. I'll mash, I'll mash my side and think
And-
I have it. You
and
want
Google-
to turn your fucking back on me? I'll text my real friend Crystal Van. She knows.
I'll
She
tell
fucking
you.
knows.
I'll tell you that you're dying.
I know you will. That's what I need. That's what I need.
That's what
I
he
need-
I'll be
wants.
like, you
I
know
need-
what?
yeah.
I did.
See,
See, you looked a little yellow when I saw you
Thank
the other
you.
day.
It's the jaundice. I
Yeah,
told
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You better go to the doctor.
I
See,
know.
you think Daniel wants someone to tell him he's fine. He
No.
don't want that. He wants
He
someone
wants his
to.
feelings to be
Yeah,
validated.
Yeah, I
You
want
have to
somebody
be like,
yeah,
you
because
do
she
have
just
something wrong.
dismisses it. She's like, hold on a second. What are you doing now? Like she does the thing. She's
Yeah.
like, what's the pain now? What did you do? What's happening? And then you slow me down. You make me explain it, and then you explain away my irrationality.
And all the while, your emotion is building inside because they're like, they don't believe me. Now they're making me
Yeah, yeah.
explain every detail
yeah,
because
and
they
then
don't
you're like,
believe me.
now I
I
gotta
just thought
kill
of
him.
another one.
Then you're like, now I gotta kill him in their sleep.
See, once you start getting them out, they just start flowing out.
I thought of one last one.
That's
It's
what happens.
natural. It's natural.
Because then
yeah.
I have to
You're
go
in a
back to
flow
work.
state. You're in a flow state.
So because Daniel has these ailments, it flows into if I have a bad day, I'm not validated with my bad day. Like I have a bad day every once in a blue moon, but if I have a bad day, listen to what I had to deal with.
No,
Because, okay,
well, it's nothing compared to his
can
rare
understand.
stomach disease.
Thank you. This guy fucking knows.
Yeah, this
Thank
guy's
you.
dying.
Yeah, yeah.
You're talking about.
Right, but
I've got a
I wanna
1
be-
in 1 million disease, and you're dealing
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like, oh, one of your directors
I want to be
is slow on the
validated
thing.
sometimes that. Oh, okay. So, yep. So she did. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want validation for acknowledgement that I had a bad day. Let me get it out of my system, and then I'll move on.
You absolutely deserve that.
Oh,
But I can also tell you that he cannot handle your bad feelings.
You
Thank
can-
That's
you.
what I
you
think.
Finally, I got a fucking advocate here.
You
Yeah,
cannot
yeah.
sit
He
in the
cannot
trench
handle,
with me.
No. He can't because you're his rock.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if you're crumbling, he's panicking.
Oh yeah, you're my big
If
fuck
you start
rock.
to crumble and you're starting to have bad feelings, then inside he's going, I don't know what to
And
do.
that's
now.
funny
I don't know how to fix this.
because
Now I'm gonna now he's
if it's a
upset.
bad day related to work, he starts to go, oh my God, are you going to switch jobs now? Are you?
Well, because
you know,
you're a serial job switcher.
I'm not a
You're
serial
obsessed
job
with it.
switcher.
You are. You're almost to the point where you'll put your family in harm's way to climb the corporate ladder because you're a bloodthirsty motherfucker. That's
But
true.
yeah, he
You'll be like, things are great at this job, but I see something on the mountaintop I want. So I'm going to shake it all up and scare the fuck out of this little guy I married who's got anxiety.
But I
crazy.
never
Watch
said I
this. Watch this. I resign. And now I'm going to go play the job market.
But she's
and then
always-
every day I'm like, did you get a job? You get a job?
She's always employed.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I've never said
safe.
that, like, even in a bad, I'm going to resign. This is just terrible. I've never said that.
No,
Yeah,
you
she
haven't.
always has something set
She's
in
a
place.
planner. She's a planner.
Of course,
Yeah.
she's always going to be
She's
a.
like-
But Dan is
Everybody's-
irrational.
Right, but everybody's allowed to have a bad day.
I didn't say you couldn't have a bad day.
Well, you make it feel
Oh,
like
wait till your next bad day. I'm
Yeah.
going to fuck that shit up so bad.
Well, your bad day makes his bad day worse.
It's very selfish. It's very selfish. It's fucking
So
selfish.
leave him alone, goddammit.
This is good. I feel like we've done a lot of good today.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you got to take it all in and never put it out.
You know why people like? You know, people love these shows the
That hurt
most.
my feelings that you said that.
Huh?
Take it all in.
No, it hurt my feelings too. I
That
heard
was
it.
that-
I heard it.
you heard it?
Yeah, I heard it.
That has nothing to do with
That
you.
was directed at us.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. That's one of his little.
He wants you to
That
take
was
it
one
all
of his
in.
like.
Don't
I'm
you
not-
mention anybody.
No,
Hey.
he's saying he has to take it all in, and he's not allowed
Yeah.
to get any of it out.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
That's why when he and I
Because
were
we
arguing a
can't
month
handle
ago,
it.
you said to me, and it's burned in my brain like a crystal
God.
man.
Daniel does
You-
this.
You ready?
Yes.
He burned it
Yes.
in my brain, and I
Oh,
bet you've
God.
had one of these. He looked at me, and he got a little smile. And that's when you know he got a little smile on his face, and he goes, I hold my tongue sometimes. And I'm like, oh, shit. That motherfucker just hit me with the real shit. And I was like, oh, my God.
No, you know what he says to
Got me.
that's similar to that is, I shouldn't have said it.
Yeah. He says that here. He's like, I shouldn't have said anything about the business because now you're in the bathroom crying.
I just got a hold of him.
Or do you get this one? I should have just done it myself. Have you ever gotten
No,
that
I
one?
don't really get that one because he doesn't know how to work computers. So I get that
You're
one.
off.
I get that one. I get that one.
He'll just tell you
It's
how
totally
to work.
impossible. I'm like, okay, I wanted to. I just go over and look at it. I'm like, nothing.
He's like, no, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
he'll call me in there.
It's fine. It's fine.
I get a little
just,
leverage on that one.
Should have done it myself.
Should
have done it myself.
Those are
Well,
good grapes.
I have to go.
Great grapes. Those are good.
yeah,
Well done.
yeah.
Well
I love
done.
you all.
Yeah,
Have a
I love you
great
too.
time on your trip. You
You
don't have
too.
to end this show, but I have to.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple little
Yeah,
more
you
things
got
to
more.
handle.
There's a couple things that we may not come back from, but you'll find out. You'll hear about it on the news.
There's only one that we might not come back from.
Yeah. There's
And if we have to poop, we'll be in the woods, so it would be okay.
Yeah, Adventure Dad back
Yeah.
at it. This
Well-
is round 2, right? Adventure Dad round 2.
I was more talking about the old Devil's Punch Bowl.
That looks fun.
Oh, yeah.
That looks fun. Apparently, it sucks down a lot of grandmas and kills them.
Well, okay, let me tell you this, Daniel.
Yeah.
So this is my theory. So there's a place that like the locals go to. You jump off a rock, and there's multiple places. It's kind of like cliff jumping into a reservoir caused by.
It's a waterfall, everybody.
Yeah.
It's not a reservoir
Well,
or a quarry.
It
You
collects.
guys are already fighting.
It collects
It's
in
just a waterfall pool.
a pool, and then
Yeah.
it like it's part of a river system that from
Yeah,
snowmelt.
but there's moving water there.
yeah,
right?
yeah. Like.
Yeah, it's at the top of the next waterfall.
Yeah. And so, from what it looks on Google, like, locals will come jump off this, whatever. So my suggestion was to go on a weekend. That way, when the locals are out jumping,
They'll tell you what to do.
Yeah, because they know about it. Because I've never been there or whatever. I'm bringing
Yeah.
my family. I want
The
my
worst thing to do would be like go on a Monday and then you like show up at like 3 a.m. and you're like, well, we're here to do it. Everybody got their headlamp on. All right, here we
Okay,
go.
well, I'm glad you brought this up because we had the option of going on a Sunday or a Monday.
Sorry, that's my goofy
I
noise.
loved it. It was good.
And then so a Sunday or a Monday. I said let's go on a Sunday because more locals would be out, and
Yeah.
then we could see.
I'm
like,
on board with this way of thinking.
Yeah. And then not that I'm like irrationally afraid, but I'm just like what. I'm terrified of killing my family. I don't know if that's
a good one. Right? Yeah, that's a good gripe. Yeah, that's a good one.
So like me and my sons jump off.
Be a Tom and Dan T-shirt, right?
Yeah.
I'm terrified of killing my family.
Because I know know myself, and I know that my "it's fine" attitude will eventually lead. I'm sure that's what led my father to his death.
You need to bring that up.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like
it is
that,
an actual fact.
You know, he said it's fine.
Some people don't believe that, by the way. Like, if you're a newer listener, there are people that will write me and be like, "Hey, is the thing with Tom's dad and them taking the boat out to save it and the family died is a real thing?"
Fine.
And I'll write back and I'll say, "Yes, it is a real thing." Yeah.
Look, it was in the newspaper, the Miami Herald.
It was a real thing.
And so anyway, so I'm just afraid because I'm so like it's fine that I'm gonna do something and it's not fine, and there's no taking back. I was like, and so I suggested we go there on a Sunday. Chris was like, it's gonna be too slammed. Let's just go on a Monday, and now we're going on Monday, and now we're gonna show up, and no one's gonna be there, and then I'll be standing looking on the cliff, looking down at the water.
If you jump in this part, that's where it pulls you down, and you just hold your body under the rock.
And then I'm like, well, is it okay to jump off? I have no idea. I'm looking around, no one's gonna be there. Then I jump off.
We had a famous chef that just died last week.
From doing something like similar?
a world famous chef. She was just in an inner tube in just like a regular river, like a rock run, and just going on the tube. And then when they're there too, there are 3 people in like one of those figure 8 tubes.
Oh, okay.
They flipped over, and then when she went under, her leg went under a rock.
And she was pinned under the water.
And then everybody else got out.
That happens.
And if you get into an area where there's a lot of moving water, sometimes just the force of the water will push you up against something and you can't move.
You can't try to stand up in a river that's moving because you'll try to stand up and you'll get your foot wedged.
And then it took her under and then it pushed her into a rock.
And then
super sad.
And then the current will push you under. You can't. She
was like younger.
They've warned us about
that. She's like
that.
42 years of age. You know, like an able-bodied person.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to bring that up. I apologize.
So if you want to go on Sunday, you could just say that.
No.
And then we could just do that.
No, it's fine.
You know what I think she's low key calling you a pussy, right?
No, I'm just. But now it's fine. It's dismisses. But it's like you left me to plan the whole thing.
No, I know.
I planned it. If you want to change the date, just change the date.
Look how cool she says that too. That would make me feel like a pussy too. I'd be like, well, we got to do it this way.
No. We'll do it. I'll test the how dangerous it is by
when he doesn't come up
with my human body.
When he doesn't come up, you'll know to get in the car. Drive back to the.
When I jump in and my feet get stuck in the rocks.
What are you joking about?
Just take my. Don't let my board see.
Which would you rather them not see? You shitting your pants or stuck under a rock?
Do you think there's going to be nobody there on a Monday though?
No, there'll probably be people there, right? I don't know.
I mean,
but there's only like 5 parking spots. So if you go on Sunday and there's no parking, there's no.
No, I know. It'll be fine.
It will.
There'll be like nowadays because of the internet.
There's no signs out there. We've been there before.
Yeah, but if it was that dangerous, they would shut it down.
How do you get out?
What?
Because I was watching. I saw some pictures and some video, and I saw people jumping in there. But how do you get out?
You just have to swim down towards the other waterfall, and right before you go over,
you're gonna you swim fast, and then you get out. And this is if you're holding on, you dig your nails into the algae.
It's funny. Andrea worries about that too, and she's not here to defend herself. But that is the biggest argument we've had with Dansby going to this mountain house again. Because last time we went to this mountain house that I'm absolutely in love with this house.
Yeah.
Last time we were there it was cold, so we sat outside, we drank some beers and make a fire and chill out. But there was really no tubing. Maisie did it because she's a nut. But this year it's going to be blazing hot. So we're going to be going down these things, and Dansby wants to get in the water. So she made me get him a life vest. He's got to have a special collar. He's got an Apple tag on it. He's got all these an air tag on. He's got all these different things because last time he was really sort of into the water. He would look at it. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting out there, dude. I love it." And he would get out there with Maisie, and Andrea's like, "No, we're not doing that. She's not. My dog's not floating down the river."
I mean, you'll go save
him. I
will.
will. I'll put him in he's fine. He knows how to swim.
Yeah.
And, is it rapids?
It's not rapids, but it's definitely rocks.
And there's no alligators there, so.
No. But the current is kind of quick.
Yeah.
So if he did get out there and he was just doing that little, because he's a little dog, he does this little thing, this little paddle thing, it would just shoot him down the river.
It's doing nothing.
Yeah, he's just literally floating on the top like a water bug.
Well, it's funny how we.
Oh, I'm excited for you guys. That's going to be fun.
Well, we're so used to gators, and other people that don't live in Florida are so worried about gators every year, and we just don't even think about it. The same thing with like rapids. They're I'm not used to it. And then you see like these videos online where people flip their a raft over, and it's like they're stuck in the current that's like
that's the thing
swirling
that
around,
scares me, yeah.
and you're
Washing
like, God
machine.
damn, like this seems real dangerous. But they're like the people in Colorado and like they're used to it. They're like, oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like you just pop back up.
Yeah,
and
it's like surfing here.
Yeah, but it seems like it's insanely dangerous. And then every once in a while someone dies. But same thing here. Like every once in a while someone get bit by a gator. But it's such an anomaly that it's not a thing.
I hate to say it, but every season there are multiple people that just go out and drown. Like it's not even anything special. It's they go out, they got exhausted. Could be anything, you know? I mean, you just don't really hear about that much around here. Shark attacks are, although higher this year than they have been, still a rarity.
No,
I mean, these river accidents still a rarity. It's not even a big thing. I get what you're saying,
I guess you're like you're not worried about what you're used to. I'm not worried about shark attacks or alligators, but I would be worried about I'm scared of the rapids.
Me
I don't
too.
want to go in there.
Yeah, I am a little bit too.
But somebody from Tennessee or whoever, they have these rapids that they
just
do
are
all the
used to
time.
them,
They're like, well, I'm not going in that water with an alligator in it.
God, I can remember going on a church trip with Trinity United Methodist Church to some rapids in Tennessee. And I remember us convincing the lady to let us do, I don't know the numbers anymore, but it was a crazy one.
I think 4 of them.
I know we did a pretty decent one, and I remember how dangerous it was. Like thinking about and now I don't know I probably do it, but it was like one of those things where it just seemed like you didn't.
Probably seemed bigger when you were a kid too.
It did.
That's that happens as well when you're young.
Everything's more exciting when you're young.
yeah, and then your memory makes it more grandiose.
Yeah. Most things I go to now, parties that my friends throw, most special events, holidays, all kind of shit. There you go. I'm fucking around.
Also,
I'm being silly.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Me and Crystal are climbing Mount Sopris with Jetson.
Nice.
And it's like a 13-mile there and back.
Ooh.
Like that's
a big boy hike.
Wait, okay. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it yet. I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
But I gotta see how I feel in the altitude.
Oh,
at
right,
the
right.
end of the week after being there, because Jetson. I asked him, how fast are we walking? And he said, well, it's called riking, which is run hiking. And I'm not really
Who invented that? That's
ready
dumb.
to run
Why didn't they call it hunting?
up a mountain 13 miles. You know what I mean? It was only 7 miles up, but,
yeah.
it's uphill for 7 miles.
Yeah.
I'm not running that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's also like a.
It's 13,000 feet. There's less oxygen up there. I'm gonna be.
Are you
going
to carry any oxygen?
No.
They sell it at Walmart now in the hiking section.
Yeah, they
do.
have the cans.
They have the cans in Walmart hiking section.
No, I don't think so. Maybe I could bring one just in case I start getting a headache or something.
Well, it does make you
I
feel
don't
better.
know.
Yeah, I would. Why not?
But I feel like is
don't
one
need-
hit really gonna make me feel better?
I don't know. It does with weed.
How long? Is it?
Yeah, but only for like.
Only for like 5 seconds?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it
yeah.
worth it?
I don't know.
It's gonna take me hours to get back down.
Bring your scuba tank.
Hey.
There you go.
Now you're onto something.
Bring your scuba tank and just go
Put
slow
some-
and steady.
Put some helium balloons on it, so it's not as heavy.
I think it's cool you guys are doing that. What are the boys gonna do? Just chill?
Yeah, we're just gonna leave them at the house.
Yeah, I would. They're not
They're
gonna
not
be
gonna
interested
do
in
that.
that.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's gonna
maybe-
be like a 5 a.m. The first 4 miles are not that uphill.
Yeah, it's gonna take like 6.5 hours.
No, it's gonna take like 9 hours, TC.
No, well, that's what
6.5 hours is what Jetson does it in.
He did it in 5.5. I figured.
Okay, well that's
given
only one
that-
extra hour, and I got to tell you, buddy, his slowest run is 11-minute mile, and my fastest run is 12.5-minute mile.
Are you going to
See what I'm
run
saying?
it?
On
Are you-
flat ground?
So we're guaranteed that you're going to try to keep up with him and injure yourself.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Shit my pants.
Yeah. You should get a little patch from the park that you shit your pants in and keep a map. What if you kept a map in your bedroom of all the places you've shit your pants
Oh my
riking?
God.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was called riking.
Riking.
There's a lot to make fun of here. I'm going to have to write all this down and do some research.
He's got all the gear, the strap-on jacket.
You got a jacket?
No,
No.
Jetson has.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
TC
yeah.
and I are going to show up in our,
No,
hokas.
you guys got to get all the gear.
No, it's too
40
expensive.
water bottles. You
No.
got the bandoleros across you. You got to need the little hat.
No, I'm not wearing
With
a little hat.
the flap over the back to keep you from getting a red neck.
Trekking poles?
Yeah,
No.
are you going to do trekking poles?
No, I'm not getting a pole.
I see a lot of grandpas that do that.
I'm going to show up in jeans.
Cowboy boots. Belt, no shirt, hat. Cowboy hat.
Yeah. Like I'm,
Leather bracers like a Viking.
Did you buy new shoes or did you wash
We
those?
shit up the other one.
No, I bought some new ones.
The same ones that you
Yeah,
had?
that's what I wanted.
I said the same thing to you.
Yeah.
I was like, why'd you buy the same ones? He's like, I love these.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, I don't need different ones.
What's
you
the
know.
guy in the what's the soccer show in England and the Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
The angry Roy Kent.
Yeah.
The actor, I don't know his name.
Yeah, I know who you're talking
It takes
about.
me a long time to get to the person that I'm trying to talk
We're
about
there.
because I don't know anybody's names. So he only wears black T-shirt and jeans. That's his only clothes he owns in his whole house is black T-shirt and jeans. And in an interview, he said, I don't have to think about what I'm going to wear. I'm happy with this, and this is
Yeah.
that's you now.
It makes sense to me, not having to like have different clothes and because who cares?
I like a fun shirt.
He bought a shirt yesterday.
I'm wearing a DuckTales shirt. I'm a child.
I bought him a shirt yesterday that came in one of these packages that comes, like I'm trying to get him some new clothes.
Yeah.
And it's a
He looks
really nice shirt, but I couldn't tell him the price.
Oh, was it like a Ted Baker or
He wanted
something?
it to be like a $20 shirt, and it wasn't.
It was like a Ted Baker, like my flamingo shirt. Remember my flamingo shirt I wore? That's like that's a $190 shirt.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But it was
No, it
for
wasn't that much.
It was
but-
for our Dr. Phillips appearance. So I was like, well, it came in one of those. I got it in that. What was it called? It wasn't Stitch Fix. It was. I forget the name of it.
One of the other ones that are
Yeah,
similar.
but I got it sent to me, and I was like, damn, I love this shirt so much, and I love Florida. And Andrea's like, that's too expensive. And I was like, Dr. Phillips, we're doing the documentary. And she's like, you can buy it.
Sometimes it's nice to feel good in your clothes.
Yeah. I've been neglecting my clothing. If there's one thing that,
especially with this body,
when you guys first met me, yeah, you look great, dude. When you guys first met me, I think I was a way snappier dresser.
Yeah.
I had pants, I had multiple jeans, I had button-down shirts, I had ties and bow ties and vests and all kinds of fun things to wear.
You did used to
Cufflinks.
wear ties and bow ties.
Yeah, I would show out. If Andrea and I were going to dinner, I would dress up. Like now, I wear some sort of novelty shirt, a Hooter shirt, a pair of shit shorts, flip-flops, a dumb hat. Like, I've really given up. It's really sad. It's really sad.
It's comfortable.
It is.
It's not giving up.
It's kind of giving up.
It's just realizing that, it doesn't really
it's kind of
matter.
giving up.
You'd dress nice if you had an occasion to go to.
But I don't care about anything.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So what's the occasion?
No occasion.
Well, if you got invited to something,
Wouldn't
you're
go.
hosting
Wouldn't go.
something,
When I at my house, I get invited to stuff all the time. I think people have stopped inviting me.
Oh, they stopped inviting me. I don't.
Yeah. Brendan O'Connor, Busdecker, all these people that I love, like with all my heart, they're my friends. But I do think they understand that I'm weird. And once I'm home, I'm 5:30. I'm upstairs. Gotta play my guitar. Gotta sit alone. Gotta stare at the ceiling a little bit.
All right, let's get out of here.
Hi, buddy. Anything we need to tell everybody? Any secrets we like to tell them?
No, I guess we'll tell them when we get back. Of course, we got our beer fest and so forth and suds coming up in the weekend before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, November 23rd and the 24th.
So
we would love to see you. Make plans now. If you're coming from out of state, we've got multiple people that have emailed me that are planning. That's our biggest thing that listeners plan around.
The beer for those two events.
Like they'll come in from out of state, fly in, and they hit both events, and then that's pretty cool. I'm very proud of that.
Are they back to back again this year?
They're back to back, yes. And then also, if you're looking to buy or sell your house, it's the Bart Merrick team. You can contact Bart Merrick or Crystal Van. Just go to barttherealtor.com. Crystal's business phone is on there, and you can call her or text her.
I got a
anytime.
text this morning of somebody who said good morning and sent me their dog.
Oh, really?
Oh,
A
wow.
waste of your time?
Good
All right.
morning.
Waste my time.
Yeah, you got
Say hello to me.
Did you want to run any numbers?
I mean,
at a home?
Are they? Are they looking?
Yeah.
Do they have a friend or family member looking to buy a house?
Are you interested in me telling you about
Are you
the
sending your dog?
Hometown
Well,
Heroes program? Do you want to know about Hometown Heroes, or you want to do your fucking dog?
When they do have somebody, maybe they'll remember me.
Maybe is not.
You're sending back a picture of your middle finger and say, "There's your percentage rate."
What
right
if
there.
I did that? Oh my gosh, how rude.
Send back a picture of one boob.
Just the freckles on the top?
I mean, would that bother you?
No.
What if there was a
Was
light
your
flirting? What if
bother-
there was light flirting going back? What if she
It
was
never
able?
happened.
What if she was able to seal the deal
I
on
don't
the
like that
sale?
dismissiveness. I could cheat on you in a heartgurt.
I know you could, but
he
that's
doesn't
why I'm
think
not
you
worried
will.
about it. I know everything I should worry about.
That one's gonna come back to get you. Yeah.
No, it's not.
He's been making these phrases lately that Reddit loves, and then they post it on the top of Reddit. His last one was, "Math is my religion." They loved that one. Oh, they ate him alive.
Did you say that?
Yeah, he said that. He said math
It
is my
is.
religion.
Is it?
And they ate him alive.
Yes, it's how I make decisions. It's what I live
know.
my
I've
life
never
by.
known him to be good at math.
I
To be
know.
honest with you.
But it's not about being
You don't
good.
have to be good at it to believe in it.
You're right. That's my whole point. I just understand. I'm not worried about statistical anomalies.
Yeah, he's not.
Like things that are
You know what
unlikely
TC
to happen.
says? It's unlikely that we would be broken into and burglarized or killed in our sleep.
This
or
is the one they
something.
talk about on this thread. There's a
Yeah,
thread on
it is.
Reddit.
That's
and,
the truth.
And they,
That's my religion.
Okay, but we have been broken into. You and me. Our house was broken into.
Yeah, when we lived in Heroin Alley.
And we were burglarized.
He's saying it's not going to happen anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Statistically, you already got it out of the way.
Yeah, but it's just rare.
It's
So-
just, it's
It
so
happened
annoying
to
to
me
say.
growing
They just
up.
lock your goddamn doors.
Why? For what?
Because it makes me feel safer.
Yeah.
That feeling. That's the problem.
And the
Here,
feelings
maybe
are
this will
dismissed.
work. Here, maybe this would work. Because if you don't, you're not utilizing the value of the locks on your doors. Why even have the locks? Then you should have somebody come in there, get those locks, and then sell those locks.
And also-
so you need to use every part of your house and get the value of it. You're a value guy. So the fact that you're not turning that lock ever means that there's no value. So either get it off the door and sell it, or lock it, because then you're getting the value out of it.
TC also. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't
I thought that was pretty good.
get to do any gripes. You're right, and I wish that would work on him. It will not, Daniel.
No, I know.
already
He looked at me like, that's dumb.
Well, it
doesn't-
came with locks. If I would have paid extra for them,
You did.
that makes
They
sense.
were rolled into the price.
No.
You could have had them taken off.
You can't buy a house with no locks. I would have.
I bought every single doorknob in our house.
Okay,
And
great.
every
Boom.
lock in our house.
There, now I can make my
Every
argument.
single one was replaced. But you also don't utilize the value of doing something that makes your partner happy and then making like a nice, peaceful existence.
I'm about peace. I don't.
He's never
I let
done-
you do whatever you want.
Let me.
No.
Oh, this is
No,
getting,
no,
don't,
I'm saying,
just stop. Just
you
stop.
lock all the doors. I don't mention it, or I don't get mad at it.
You do say Crystal. You do mention it.
Well, I say it on the show.
He does.
Well, I have to
He
tell
says,
you guys.
I don't lock the doors. Crystal goes behind me and locks the doors.
I locked the car
I
too, and he's
bet
like,
you
"It's
guys-
unlikely we're gonna get broken into in
Yeah.
the car." Well, you've got your wallet stolen twice, and my cell phone stolen once from our
Yeah.
cars
Once.
in this
Andrea
driveway.
lost four iPods. Four.
Lock the door.
That's what I'm saying. They don't like
It's
it.
not unlikely because it happens all the time.
It doesn't happen all the time. It
Okay.
doesn't.
And if there's anything that you can do to make a happy, peaceful life, it would be to stop dismissing me
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. That's,
and my feelings.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah.
Nothing can be done. I'm sorry.
Nothing can be
You
done.
shouldn't have come here.
I'm not dismissing you. But you know how I feel, so it's hard.
That's the
for me-
problem.
Yeah.
She needs to not know how you feel.
Yeah. But when you tell me you feel how I feel, which is hard for me because I don't say anything, I just stare straight. And then she's like, "I see that you're mad."
We can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then you feel how I feel, and then that's what I'm like. Well, I can't do anything about that. I'm not showing you anything.
I don't know
I'm not,
how I'm gonna make it another couple
I know.
decades.
That
with
was
this
on my
guy.
list. That was on my list.
Can I retire when you do?
No.
Like, how are we gonna make it?
You have to
Like,
talk
you
to
guys
Andrea.
are eventually gonna retire from this job or something,
He
right?
told me we're not. That was yesterday's
Oh, I have to
conversation.
go somewhere.
He called me into his office yesterday, which, by the way, I didn't know he had his own office, but he does. It's on the back, and it's really nice. And he goes, "Can you come in here for a second?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yes." And he makes me call him sir now. I'm like, "Yes, sir." So I come in there. He's like, "Close the door." And I shut the door. And then he starts going through this whole scenario about how we got to work another 30 years. I mean, 30 years, dude.
How old are you guys?
I will be 70-some years
Yeah.
old and still be like, "Hey, it's Daniel, making
Yeah.
a joke."
and I'm not quitting like Biden.
He said he's not going out like that. He said, "You're not forcing me out of this shit.
You're gonna pry it out of my cold dead hands."
I'm gonna drag this whole fucking motherfucker down with us."
Charleston Heston. Dead.
Let's get out of
Did
here.
he die? I don't know.
Charlton Heston?
All right.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
think
even
so.
know who that is? Okay,
know.
bye. Thanks
He
for having
knows him
me.
as the president
It's
of
the-
NRA.
It's a monkey, man. All right. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Thanks for hanging.